Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to another Hangout here with us here. Most of you know me. My name is Jim, and Astropinner is my channel. Let me say hi to everybody first before I bring in the few. We have one or two people already in the background. So, hey, Louise, how are you? Jerry, thank you for the like and subscribe. Yes, Jerry's actually hiding in the back room right now. Hey, Kieran, you're fun filled with upside down comments. Yes, you're the upside down comments, Kieran. Jeff Hutchins. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Welcome from BC. Kieran, welcome. Hey, non-fan, long time. 3D prints for you by Ron. Hey, Ron, how are you? And old Kamajin, cool. The usual gang are here and a couple of newbies as well. But very good. So, hey, Chris, how are you? I'm going to bring in my guests. I have some guests already. Now, if anyone wants to come in, I'll post a link in a moment. Just let me bring in my guests.
Ho, ho, ho.
Don't call me one of them. I'm not one of them, Jerry. Jerry, you're getting ready. You're a bit premature for Christmas, aren't you?
Yeah, I trimmed it yesterday. It was getting kind of bushy, so I
thought you were going to grow it out for Christmas.
No, I keep trying to keep it uniform.
Oh. Kieran,
hello,
hi to
everybody in chat around the world that's watching. How are you?
Okay. What's that noise in the background? That's Matt.
Yeah, okay, let me switch my
You're using
mic
your
a little
camera
bit down.
microphone, not your headset.
All right, hold on a second.
When you first started,
yes.
When you first started, Liam, you were gargled. Your sound when you were talking at your intro was gargling.
Really?
It cleared up, yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Oh,
Mine better now?
Yeah, much quieter. That's
Okay,
better because
cool.
you're using the right microphone.
Thank you.
Premature celebration. That's
Yeah.
right, Louise.
Yeah, let's get through Halloween first and then Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but he's after trimming it though to even it out. But he needs to grow it out for Christmas.
Yeah,
so what are you up
up
to,
to
Jerry?
here.
Jerry, what are you up to?
Working on my ComGrow CNC. I had a problem with the emergency stop button, and they sent me a video on how to pull it apart. And right in the middle of their video, they cut the video, kind of like they spliced it together. It's like, wow, how does that come out? So I grabbed it and I pulled on it, and I kind of pulled the spring out. It's like, oh, that's why they didn't send me that part of the video. So I put it back together. There was nothing wrong with it. But what happened is, when I got it in the mail, it came with a yellow doohickey you put around the emergency stop button to protect it so you don't bump it accidentally. And I must have wired it together wrong. It has 3 prongs on the back. I had the black and the red on the outside connectors, not on the center. Once I noticed in their picture, I seen how they had it plugged in. I changed it, seemed to fix it. But I'm having a connection error with my computer right now. So I moved over to my MPCNC that I built over a year ago, and I'd done my first test print earlier. It was going out of whack, too far on the X and the Y. So we got that tweaked a little bit, and it's better. So I'm kind of got it going.
It's good.
And
so at least you're somewhat operational now. You're getting them working.
If you want to share your screen, I can pull it up real quick. Everybody with headphones on, watch your ears. This may be loud.
Which, yeah, let's share your screen, you mean?
Yeah. You go ahead and hit play on it.
Okay, it's cutting around the center. Okay, so you're using a V bit, right?
Yeah.
That's why you're getting those lines.
And as you look there, you see those other crazy lines. When I first started printing, it done the square, and then the bit just took off crazy, and it was doing instead of doing like a 3-inch area, it was doing like a 1 foot by 1 foot. But we got it tweaked down. Liam helped me with a couple settings. Anyway, I'm just it's something I'm working on, and I've got it glued down with blue tape. I blue taped the foil board, and I got blue tape on the back of the MDF, and then I super glue in between them. That way I don't have to clamp it down.
The CA glue, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one I use.
Okay. And then here on the CNC for the ComGrow, I've got a panda bear that I printed out that came out great after the stop button fix that I did where I changed the plugs around. Yep. And then I was doing a skeleton. The skeleton got about 80% done, and then it lost connection with the computer, which there's something going on there. When I first got it, I changed plugs. There's nothing wrong with the cord because it works perfectly fine on my MPCNC. So there's something up with the board on the ComGrow or something. So ComGrow knows about it. We're trying to get it resolved. So I want to be working on the little machine, but I can't. So,
did you try running the skull from the SD card?
Yeah, I put it on the SD card and I transferred it over. When I take out the little game controller to look at it, it's like garbled. When you go to that screen, you can't see my file. It's the text is like blended in there, and it's not working
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So I've got an issue.
You found it where you hang that in the back of the machine, right? You know, it clips on the back.
Okay, I know. I just have it laying there. I know it's got a doohickey. You can hang it, but I didn't notice where it went out.
Yeah, it's on the box for the your main board.
Okay.
There's a slot on top, and there's a gap in the bottom, and the two parts go in there and hang down.
Okay,
slot
cool.
in.
I'll hang it
You
up
can
there
actually
then.
hang it in the back of the machine, yeah.
So, hey, how you doing, Tripod?
Hey, Tripod. Hey, John, how are you? So I forgot to post a link. Let me get the link and share out there to everybody. If anyone wants to come in and join, there's a link. I can have 6 people in here at a time. So what have you been up to, Matt?
I finished my dinosaur.
Don't call Louise that.
Nice. His name is Bones, right?
I'm going to get in trouble for that, aren't I?
I don't know. Maybe. Don't know yet of the
Give
name.
me a hard time over that one.
Oh yeah, she should give you a hard time. Luckily, she should know your wife. Maybe you should give your wife's Facebook to her so
Hey,
she can
Vincent.
talk to him. So your wife can come around and.
No, she won't do that. No, I don't have one of those.
Hey, Maker
Hey,
Viking.
Vince.
Carl.
Hi.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, man. How are you? I just posted a link if you want to come in and chat. I can have 2 more people in here. So, what are you up to, Vincent?
Not much. I mean,
Don't tell me you're on vacation again.
No. I'm cleaning up my place, and I had a job interview yesterday, and
Cool.
got hired. So
Excellent.
starting next Monday for 40 hours a week.
That's good.
Yeah, for a night security guard for a bicycle place at train stations.
That'll keep you out of trouble for a while.
Yeah. It's not much money, but more than
I
I got now.
I know that's like Kieran. My last call. It's 5 after or 8 after 7 right now. My last call finished 30 minutes ago for my work. My last work call. So 6:30 or so was when my last call finished.
Mhm.
So, well, that's good. Congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm starting Monday. Got my jacket in, and still waiting for my list when I gotta start.
We know where you live, Liam.
You
I
do.
tell
That's
everybody.
okay.
Yeah, you live in America.
Yeah. Long way away.
Yeah, I've been sorting through the boxes and cleaning out my stuff, chucking a lot of stuff away because I got too much stuff laying around.
Is that a green screen behind you, Vincent?
Yeah, I'm still working on it. Yeah.
I see black and then, or the wall, or I see black and then green. Okay.
And the black is curtains. The black are the windows. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of those in my closet I bought off Amazon.
Hey,
They're
Michael.
really, really huge.
Yeah, and this one is about 3 meters wide and 2.5 meters high.
Oh, very good.
But this one needs to be replaced for a green one.
You're right, Kieran. Yeah, but Kieran, I'm outside of her reach right for now. She can't stick out the arm and swing at me, so I'm in a safe enough distance right now.
Yeah, so that's what I've been
It's kinda small, it
basically
is.
doing.
If Liam's
past
wife
couple of
got
days.
mad at him, she'd come after him with a machete. So we don't want to see
No, she's not one of those either.
that. Okay.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I struck gold.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I
Amanda at the
printed my-
party's always here. You know that every Wednesday night, and you're always invited, and you know that too.
And I printed my
John.
bracket for.
And,
It's going to
you know,
look great though when it's done.
Yeah. I did the bottom half yesterday and the J channel around the window, and then
Yeah, let me make it full screen. This will be easier so everyone can see better.
but yeah, it's a sweater here. I'm cold, but
Yeah,
the
getting
J
cold
channel
outside, isn't it?
around the window sucked really bad to do.
Yeah,
I mean-
they're a pain in the neck.
Well, you got the studs, then you got the drywall, then you got more studs, and then you have J channel, and that the piece that goes right below the window to there, notching that out and putting it below it, yeah, not a fun time. It
No.
wound up breaking the J channel, having to put another piece in that's in the video. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
What's that made? What's it made out of?
It's I think it's PVC.
Okay.
Each square
Ooh.
feet could hold 75 pounds.
So it's a bit like it's a bit like vinyl siding is the way it's put up though.
Is it
Yeah,
fire
because-
resistant?
Oh no, it's fire starting. Why do you? I want my garage warm when it catches fire. Okay.
Well,
I hope you have good insurance.
Louise,
Yeah, sure.
if you're going to come to Michigan, come during the summer. Don't come here in winter. Michigan is not a nice place to be in winter. We get horribly cold winters. July, August, June, July, August is a good time to come.
Yeah. So
I think Michigan got good apple patches. Apples are good,
Apple September is good for apples, and then September, October. Anything before that, no.
Yeah, we come during apple pie season.
That you can go pick your own apples in the mills at the orchards.
yeah, I had to order more J channel. This J channel for 4 pieces is $70.
That's about right.
It's
Yeah.
freaking ridiculous, the pricing of this stuff. Each box is what 4x8 section is $200 US dollars. So all the funds that I've made off of YouTube for the last 2 years is going toward, and more is going towards this build. From the cabinets that are right here that arrived too early.
Better too early than late.
But
Or never.
yeah, well, no, I get it, but they were supposed to arrive tomorrow. But yeah, it's they arrived on Tuesday.
At least you're not
on
waiting for
Monday.
something to arrive and it's been stuck in Chicago for 6 weeks, not
It's true.
moving. Oh, now you're in Chicago. Maybe
Yeah.
your stuff arrived because it's on layover.
Oh, I was at the supermarket today. The store shelves are like half empty. You know, it's ridiculous.
You want to see our store shelves? I mean, gee,
I
they're
cannot
terrible.
understand. I cannot understand that part because our stores are completely fully stacked and packed.
Yeah.
No, but see what happened here is during the pandemic. 1 second, let me bring you out there. There you go. During the
Wow.
pandemic, a lot of people were working from home and they started buying stuff to do DIY, and because the demand got so high, they could and manufacturing was kind of shut down because everyone was told they had to work from home. There was no working in person. That killed the supply chain.
Yeah, they say there's not enough truck drivers in the U.S. right now.
Yeah,
When they
and
unload
on top
the
of
ships.
all of that, a lot of the product.
America.
But a lot of product comes from overseas. A lot of product we use, like the siding there, comes from overseas. It's made elsewhere and shipped in. And with the ships being with the ports being pretty much shut down and now being backed up, getting stuff through the ports is taking forever. So all of that put together. Oh, tripod just lost video.
I
but
do
all
think
that
there
put
should have a
together
grace
is-
period.
Hey, Mama.
I think we should have a grace period where basically they just check the stuff what's on paper.
No,
And
we can't.
I
We
know,
can't.
I know. Because some people might get drugs through or guns
Tom.
or whatever.
There's you make a valid point for stuff like projects like what I'm doing, but food, no.
No,
the point doesn't
food,
go
I don't know what's going on
across
there.
for that. No.
Well, people did hoard.
Okay, I'm not seeing people going out and with treasure like the toilet paper crap that we dealt with at the beginning of the
Oh yeah, the great toilet
Okay,
shortage of
that's
2020.
not happening now. People are not doing pre-pandemic shopping. They're not doing post-pandemic shopping. They're just doing regular shopping by me.
Yeah.
Okay, there's just nothing there. You go into I went to the CVS and people are not hoarding at CVS's. Okay, so
Well,
and those
there's
shelves are
another.
ahead.
Well, and outside of food, right? There's other areas where there's like the chip manufacturers. There's a big shortage of computer chips out there, and there's two things happening. One, manufacturers are hoarding stock because they know they can drive prices up. Was one, and secondly, they're moving away from the lower end stuff and they're only producing the high end stuff because they know that's in demand for new systems. And again, they can drive prices up because of demand, and it's the latest and greatest.
Well, John's
and
getting
the old
screwed
ones,
on
you
the
don't make money.
trailer he bought. Now they want $1 zillion for it. And
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
that's exactly what's happening. It's capitalism.
Well, that the lumber prices went up. I did delete this project because of that. Now the lumber prices are down. Steel prices are now going up. And I haven't even talked about the trailer since last time we talked about it here. It's been what?
Months ago.
Yeah.
And I just stopped talking about it. It'll get done when it gets done, and it better be done within a year. But no, it's people don't want to go back to work, and I believe I think whereas old Gamunchin says, it's mandates. So people are quitting, or getting fired, or both. So
yeah.
So I mean, if I had COVID, I want to get the shot. I got the shot. Our whole family's vaccinated, but I would be one of those people that no one likes because I didn't get the shot because I got COVID. I'm not going to do both. Sorry.
Yeah, petrol. That's gasoline for those on the U.S. side.
Yeah. So I'll be one of those assholes. So.
€2
John,
and 30 cents for a
that
liter
out
of
loud,
gasoline.
I normally am anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, what I've been working on, I got this, as you know, I got the CNC. I did the unboxing on Sunday, and I did a bit of engraving with it. Let me show you. I put it out on YouTube, but
looks good.
Yeah,
it came out really nice. Now, I did one mistake, and that was my fault. I did the fine pass with the grain. I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone across the grain, over and back, because I did a rough cut and then I did a smooth cut. And the smooth cut should have been, with the V-bit, should have been across the grain. It's actually, because you actually get cleaner cuts, but it came out really nice.
Yeah, it came out pretty good.
If I did it the other way across, it would actually even look cleaner than that. But it's nice.
More sharper.
Nice.
Very clean. Very clean.
Yep. Not bad. And that was my first test cut, so it came out really well. Well, my first test cut was a smiley face, which is basically a circle, 2 eyes, and a smiley face, and a face, right? And I used a part that I had laser engraved on a previous video, on a previous stream for one of the lasers. So when I cut the face around it, it was actually right around, and so you could see the lasering was making up the face, and I cut the eyes, the nose, and and everything out of that. It came out nice.
I think all the 3D printers and Z1, like Kamuj was talking about, are coming over by airplane, so you don't have to worry about it.
No, they're not. They're on a ship right now. I've got confirmation that they're on a ship, and I'm waiting on the shipping number, but one's coming my way to show. But I know I have the Z1. Sorry, no, I'm sorry. But I have the Z1. I'm unboxing this Sunday, but no, the new one from Focus. From Focus is actually on is coming over to me by plane. I just haven't got the shipping number, but so I will show that one because she wants me to beta test it. She wants me to beat it up and figure out if there's good and bad and what they need to improve.
Yeah, I got a laser engraver 2 days ago, but
which one?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
You know how I operate. I will start posting videos of what I'm working on.
All right.
Yeah. It's just the way I am.
I understand.
Because I'm not going to touch it until
that's done.
2 days off. The garage is hopefully going to be more accessible because right now I have absolutely no room to work on it until this garage gets cleaned up. So I got to at least get this wall done, get the cabinets over there, and get the center cleared out.
Yeah,
it's a pretty large engraver. So
they have it on. I believe they have the Z1 on Amazon. Well, Curmudgeon, I think they do.
I'm sure he's probably checked already because that's the first place people would look.
Yeah, but I thought it was on. Yeah, I thought it was on Amazon. Because as I said, I'll be doing the unboxing of that Sunday morning. I'm not doing Saturdays this week, last week, this week, and I don't know if I have something for next week. I may have for the next, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, because I'm doing stuff with my son on Saturday mornings. We're doing giving out food to the poor and the homeless in Detroit on Saturday mornings. So we're going down there. We're doing it through his school. So we're doing that for the next couple of weeks, and so I
that's
can't
nice
do
of
on
you.
Buck Saturday.
So if you want bongo drums and maracas, yes, they're on Amazon. You can't
What?
when we type in Comgo Z1, nothing shows up.
Oh, okay.
It shows up as Congo drums. So,
Oh, okay.
so, I mean, you guys can do your own search. That was just quick.
Yeah, I thought it was out there.
I'm getting
But,
my energy drink so I could tackle this.
Oh, your monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
I'm so tired.
So we'll get the Z1 unbox anyway. We'll see how it goes. Somebody else told me that they got an earlier version of it, and that when they arrived, it was missing belts. Somebody told me that in the forums. So since I opened mine last week to try the power supply for the CNC, which I figured out afterwards it wasn't that, but it's easy enough to. But I got it working within 10 minutes or 15 minutes after the stream ended. The box has been opened. So since it was opened and the guy said he was missing belts, I said I should check since the box is already open. I should go and look if the belts are there, and they were. So I'm happy.
Well, the package I received, the customs opened up the package. So
Really?
hopefully everything's in it. Yeah, but I did receive.
Yeah, you can. Well, make sure you mute your YouTube before you come in and join, please. Otherwise, you get audio feedback.
I did get a box though.
Of
Well, this was something I personally ordered for the channel. Back in July, and it's an RC car. And,
Okay.
I'm like, it's a little late now to since all the RC car videos are out on it. So it's like, why even bother?
So you want the curmudgeon, you're looking for the
People that watch
20
your
watt
channel may
laser.
not watch the channels with RC cars, so your
Yeah.
channel
I'm
is
still gonna
unique.
do it, but I'll
Yeah.
probably what I'll do is modify the hell out of it and do it that way instead of just saying, "Hey, this is the new RC car video," But or maybe I'll just since it's a cheap one, maybe I'll just find a way to destroy it. So
Yeah. So curmudgeon, you want a dual diode, so that you're looking for the 10 watt laser is what you're looking for. The one the dual diode. Are you? It sounds like what you're aiming for.
so
Because they have a 10 watt.
The Niji sounds real interesting too.
Oh, which one? The 14?
Go ahead, try Bob.
Oh no, I was gonna say I went after Sculpton on one of their videos for their laser. Sculpt Fun S9.
I've heard of them.
Watch their video. It's cutting 15 millimeter. It's a diode, cutting 15 millimeter wood and acrylic.
That's their new S6.
So
I watched.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a normal diode though. It's not a blue laser. It's something different, isn't it?
it's they just say they refined the laser, and
They focus
I
to be
called them
more,
out
maybe?
on the video. You could see in my comment, and they actually I said, "How many passes did it take?" And they said they don't recall counting.
I'm thinking it's probably now. Here's the thing about cutting that something like that, right? Something that thick, you could probably do it with a diode laser, especially if it's 10 or 15 watt laser, right? But with a 7, you
5.5.
struggle. Sorry.
5.5. Yeah.
So, but
They
here,
said-
if you go on.
Hold on. Let me pull up the comment. You guys talk. I want to make sure I get this right.
All right.
What they
I watched
said.
a guy's video yesterday that was talking about the same type of wood, the different batch used with different types of glue from different companies. And just because I could cut it at these settings, you do exactly the same thing. It may be different because even though it looks like the same material, it could have been used with a different type of glue to bond it. And the material's all different. So settings
here's
change
another
all
thing
the
you
time.
need to remember. A laser has got a focus point, right? And if you set the focus point to the surface of the material, that's where most of the concentration is going to be. If you want to cut through something that's deeper, you have to do multiple passes. Hey, Zolan. So what you have to do is you have to set the focal. Let's say this piece of wood, right? You have to set the focal point to just below the surface and do a pass. Then the next pass, you have to set the focal point lower again and do another pass. And you have to keep moving the focal point down for thicker wood. Because if you don't, the energy is actually dissipating and is too spread out. It's not focused enough to actually cut. So you will actually regularly have to drop it down. Now, if the beam is focused enough, you might be able to do this in 3 passes if the beam is strong enough, where you can do a halfway down or a third of the way down, do a pass, drop your focus point to 2/3 of the way down the wood, and then the third pass, set the focus point down here to the base of the wood. That's how you'd have to do it. You have to change your focal point, or else it won't work.
Looks like you took a shower and combed your hair, all, and you're all cleaned up.
Funny enough, I did.
Okay, so I put it in the chat. I repeat the cutting until at the bottom of the honeycomb panel emits light, and I think more than 15 times. So here's the problem with that video. They show the last pass as it cutting through.
Yeah. They don't, yeah. That's marketing, yeah.
Yeah, because I said that's that's not cool. It really isn't. I mean, because I'm like thinking, what am I missing here? This is a diode laser, and you're cutting through 15 millimeter. I said, I looked up because you can buy those lasers separate, and it's nothing special. It's just a 5.5 watt laser diode.
Yeah, then that's a lot of passes, and you have to drop your focal point each pass. Yeah. There's no other way to do it. And you'll also notice if you look at the cut itself, it's not straight. It's going to be V-shaped. Because as you drop down the focal point, the beam at the top is slightly wider, so it's actually going to be burning the sides, while the point of the beam is actually focusing on the bottom. So it's actually burning out a V shape in the wood is what it's doing. It'll be a narrow V, but it'll still be there. It won't be a straight edge. It's not possible.
So in other words, it's like those videos with they show the guy throwing the playing cards to get it to stick in like clothespins or something, but they only show the one. They don't show the 100 times he did before.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Well, I mean, it's just like me when I'm carving out the hot dog, but I did that once. The buns I did 3 times to make it work. So it was my own stupid fault because I put the buns upside down. I went to put the hot dog in. I'm like, crap. And I didn't put the slice side in the right spot.
When you took the bite, I was wondering, did you go to the microwave first or just bite it?
I said I put it in the microwave. And,
okay.
And then someone at work that watched it, and when I went to work today, said, I liked the video, especially then. He's like, you didn't eat the hot dog. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Well, why not? Yeah. It's like burning it on the stove. It's not going to hurt you.
I said, it's the cleanest burn you're going to have. You don't, you're not like on a charcoal grill. You're not on a propane. You're not.
It's zero contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as clean as you can get.
Yeah. So I think I would do a hot dog short with it. I already had the video on my phone. So.
Okay, guys, I'm going off because I got only 5 hours of sleep left.
Okay, Vincent.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
See ya.
Have a good night. Take care. Ciao.
Yeah, so the way I edited the video, I did it so it could be a short.
Oh, we have a hippie joining us.
How you doing, Ron?
Hey, Ron.
How you guys doing?
Good. So but it's the cleanest way to brown the outside of it is running the laser over it.
I did my weekly shave. So.
You know what you need to do?
Hey, what's that? Oh, look at this guy, man. Dang, man.
Oh.
I don't know what that dude's like.
I'm glowing as much as this.
Like that.
Yeah. I got an idea. And the lighting. So with here, it's how dark it is. This paneling, the slat wall is absorbing any light that I have left in this garage too. So I had to do lights on the top. Finally, so that way Jerry can stop bitching about my bad lighting, which is true. He's 100% right.
Well, except for now, your head looks like it's glowing.
There we go.
That's his bright idea. That's him having a bright idea.
I think I'm figuring
Like,
this
I have
out. I
bad
got
lighting.
too much going on in my ears right now.
That's a bright idea. But You should actually. Do you know what you need to do? Do you have a rotary for your laser?
Oh, me?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I still have a review for that, so I got
No,
some ideas.
I was going to give you an idea if you don't mind.
Rotary.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to give you an idea if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Put the hot dog on the rotary,
I already
remove the laser, and
that's
cut a
already in
spiral.
there. That
Okay,
already.
okay, so we're on the same wavelength then.
Bad
Yeah,
idea.
Fun.
Bad idea. Get a cup of noodles, put water in, and heat the cup of noodles up.
A laser won't heat noodles.
No,
It's
it's
the
gonna
corn that goes on top.
go right through it.
No.
I took a steak on my hotbed. That'd be
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Oh man,
Someone did that in the Focus.
I made the best pressed grilled cheese sandwiches with my heat press that I use for doing t-shirts.
Well, that would work, yeah, because that's really hot.
yeah, you just you take some and people
Butcher
are like,
paper.
yeah, butcher paper or just the other paper, that wax paper, whatever you put.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
You know those sheets that everybody uses on their grills now to keep the food from sticking to the grill? I have tons of those because I use those for pressing t-shirts.
Maddie for Maddie's Craft Corner, she got a bigger press now, so she's got two presses. Yeah.
So
Nice.
if we buy a T-shirt off you, we get a little bit cheese with it.
No. But yeah, I have a little tiny heat press, and then I have my big one.
No,
And
I
a
don't
little
have
tiny one I take on the road.
Michael, I couldn't tell you the last time I actually shaved. I use a number 1 on everything except my eyebrows. So.
I got to trim my eyebrows every once in a while too. Probably do, I think.
No, I just
Pretty
pluck
long.
because I get those ones that go doing, 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 doing.
Oh yeah, that's what happens around here on my mustache. They go up my nose, make me sneeze and stuff.
Yeah, I get eyelashes sometimes that curl funny. I got to get in there, scissors in the mirror, and snip it.
No, I think you're saying no. I don't.
You ever seen a person
We'll
with a
have some
unibrow?
weird issues.
There we go.
So you guys should see all the work I've done at where I'm living at. Oh, I can't even show you. The camera don't go down that far, but I cleaned up. We're having
That's what she said.
Oh, I was going to say,
tomorrow.
we don't want to see that angle there, Ron.
No, we're having the carpets cleaned tomorrow, and I had to clean up the whole lounge area. It's like 400 square foot, and yeah, let me tell you, it was a mess. And I'm almost done. About another 20, 30 minutes of picking a few things up, and then a lot of vacuuming. And I even put up a wall. I even put up 2 sheets of drywall. So.
I do my own carpets. I clean my own carpets.
A machine is, you gotta have a big machine.
I do. You can rent them.
Oh no, I'm talking about one that sits in the back of a truck. It's got like.
No, but you can rent the big the steam cleaners.
Oh yeah. Hey, you gotta have a good one. Just them little hand ones you push around. Those things don't work.
No, the older ones that have the big tub and the hose and the wand. You gotta actually scrub the floor.
Yep.
Those are the better ones, but I don't like the kind that look like a lawnmower.
No.
No, but
Dr. Rock or whatever they're called.
I cleaned carpets in Alaska for a couple years, and man, I tell you what, they get dirty up there.
Oh yeah, they get dirty here too in Oklahoma because of all the clay dust.
Yeah, it'd be a mess.
So our carpet is right now a reddish brown, and we don't care because we're burning this house to the ground.
And providing marshmallows to anybody who wants to come for the show.
Oh God, no! I would not eat. I would not eat anything grilled over the flames of this house burning.
Asbestos and spider webs of that.
Well, if it's asbestos, you can't burn it.
We do actually. I think the ceiling tiles are asbestos.
So you'll have to get them taken out and get them specially taken care and disposed of.
No, I don't. I'm in Oklahoma. Nobody cares.
Okay.
That's true, though.
Everywhere else in the world, you have to get them specially taken care of. But so what are you up to, Zolan?
Well, I'm currently actually putting my new radio away. Now that I've done all my testing and made a whole new cable for it.
Cool.
I'm trying. I got the amateur radio club. One of the members is giving me a 40-foot tilt-over tower.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
So I have to get get the radios together and set up that are going to be on that tower and running 24/7.
Sweet.
I just got to figure out where I'm going to mount the tower.
Yep. Cool. Very nice.
Otherwise, nothing.
I'm waiting on the material was sent to for IC3D was sent to somebody here in Michigan, and she never told anybody about it. I had to reach out to her again today and ask her was there an update. She said, "Oh yeah, it came in Saturday." Well, why didn't you tell me? And so I've asked to arrange meter. Well, somebody's got YouTube open. Who's got YouTube open?
Ron.
What's that?
Ron, close YouTube.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mute your YouTube.
I was reading the comments.
Yeah, you have to keep YouTube muted. You can have it open, but keep it muted because
Yeah,
you get audio
it's muted now. So I
Yeah.
couldn't hear it through here. I couldn't hear nothing through here, but what you guys are saying.
Oh,
Okay.
can you hear us now?
Noise cancellation on. Yeah.
Can you hear us
Silence.
now?
Oh, I can hear you guys. I just can't hear anything outside of my headphones.
Oh, okay.
I got total silence on.
So he didn't hear the audio coming out of his speakers because he had his
Yeah,
headphones
exactly.
on.
Yeah.
3D
Oh,
pad.
okay. The 3D pad.
Crowley's not gonna like me once again after this review. That's gonna be
Good.
that's my next one. Put it this way, this is like one of the only times I haven't put anything out there because I'm just trying to get the damn thing to work.
They're gonna
What
put
would
you
you
on the
Crowley
blacklist.
pad?
Really? Is it that hard to get work functioning?
Okay, I have 13 printers, right?
Unlucky number.
Just wait until the video.
Okay.
I
13 printers and you
It's gonna
still
be-
can't get it to work.
Yeah,
Yeah, but how many of those work?
Okay, so let's just say it, right? It's a Crowley product with me. What do you expect?
Yeah, we know you're allergic to Creality. We understand.
As Carl says, yes, it's a waste of freaking money. Oh, why? Okay, so here's one thing. If you're going to release a pad, it's very responsive. It's got a nice looking interface. What's the other appeal? What else are you offering? There's nothing else. It's no advanced features. There's nothing on there to give you more than what I would say the Ender 5 Plus stock screen offers.
Well,
Sounds like somebody got sent a one of the new Ender Max V2s.
it sounds.
Ender Max
You know what?
V2s.
Yeah, they now have an Ender 3 Max or whatever V2 out, which is the same thing as the V1, but it's got a color screen.
No, it's not the Pi.
No, it's not a Pi,
It's not their cloud, whatever.
Well,
where
their
they-
cloud is not a Pi. Their cloud is basically a router.
Okay, but
Yep.
it's not. That is just a display. That's why I was trying to explain the difference. This is just a display that hooks up to the USB. It's supposed to work with any Marlin printer.
Yeah.
Right. So is the Kaiwu a Marlin printer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
It is.
It is, yeah.
It's off Marlin, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. So the CR6 SE with the community firmware, Marlin. No. So yeah, it's let's just say it's so far two of the brands that I have it doesn't work with, and so
Well, if it doesn't work with Crowley's machines,
it won't work with anything, huh?
yeah.
well, it's got the community firmware. But it's a rewritten, retooled Marlin. Is a Marlin, so. But
No, I
yeah,
don't know.
so you plug it in. You're taking up the USB. I use Octoprint a lot. I don't even know I only have one, but not usually. I only run it when I'm doing a time lapse. And that's hence why I only have one Octoprint, one Raspberry Pi, because I only use it basically for my videos. But I was like, did I fry my port or my USB by plugging it in? Because that's another worry I have, plugging it into the CR6. But luckily it didn't. But I'm like expecting it to work. It started working on the Kaiwu and then disconnects.
You got a question there from Kieran.
See, there's that word, the
Yeah.
TEH.
I have a problem with thanks. I do a capital TH every time I type it.
Oh no, I constantly do what Karen did on the word the.
Yeah.
TEH?
Yep. It's actually it's so common that from back in the old text IRC days that it ended up in the Elite Speak lexicon.
Yeah, Carl, they're expanding their product line way too much, and so they have to keep these products out. I think because of European standards or something for support.
No, you can end of life something within a reasonable time, even in Europe.
Okay.
Europeans have standards.
Yep, the tougher ones in here.
We got more standards than you.
Probably more
They
than
get
they
tougher
do
ones in
the
here. Yeah,
United
the
States.
regulations over there are tougher than they are here in the States.
Yeah, they are. I thought that they had to be in production for a certain period of time for EU standards.
No, just production. You can set a production time of your own. They have to be supportable after a certain period. That means you have to have spare parts, or whatever, for a period of time.
They just got way too many printers.
Yeah,
They're
they have a lot of
expanding too
machines.
fast, and
Yeah.
if you're gonna do a version 2, you kill the version 1, or by the time you get to
Within
version
12
3, you
months.
should
Yeah.
kill version 1.
Yeah, within 12 months or so, you kill off version 1. You EOL 12 to 18 months. The norm is within 12 to 18 months of a newer version coming out, the old one's end of life. That's for software. That's for everything. We do it for software all the time, and that's standard practice.
Goes out of.
Operating systems is longer because Microsoft does something like 5 or 6 years, but
Yep.
it varies. But you always have you do. There's an end of life time where it means I don't make it anymore, and then there's an end of support timeline where it means I don't even provide parts anymore. It's gone.
Right.
Get third party if you want to. If you want to,
Making
we don't make it.
Astro Printer making big. He's giving us a teaser.
Yeah, I'm about to bring it up here on screen.
I mean, it's a nice looking display.
Yeah. Oh, it's very responsive too.
Yeah, I mean it's very crisp. But I like the
What is that
animation.
noise?
Turn off the beep.
Yeah,
It makes
Oh,
a
that's-
noise every time you press it.
yeah. I don't know if you can mute it.
touch, yeah.
It's okay with the noise.
Yuck.
Hold on. Control.
Unlike Astro. Well, if I had standard can, you wouldn't be in
You
here.
gotta have that noise to know you touched it.
That way you know you touched the button by making
Yeah,
noise.
Okay,
exactly.
I turned it off. Oh, because you can have different.
Let's get play them all.
But yeah, hey Jerry, start recording. You can use these.
You know what you should do?
That's like a video game sound, right?
You should put R2D2
Yep.
on it, and every time you press it, it makes an R2D2 sound.
Yeah, it's a Creality product, so it's got to be the R2D2 screaming.
Oh, I didn't even know that you have a.
Or your volume control, and you have mute option too.
Yeah, I already muted it. But I mean, you don't. This is the only settings you get. Here, hold on.
Click your focus button. Temperature, I can make out settings, I can language.
Somebody reads
Sound.
better than I do. I can't see it. Might be my.
Anyways, yeah, it's
It's not in focus because the image is bright.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, and they don't give you like a way to mount it to anything. I mean, it is nice that like
That's where Clock Spring comes in. You print one of its cool stands.
yeah, you could probably just use a phone stand, but this is the artillery USB. Okay, and it does. I mean, it does a great job
Reads it.
recognizing it.
That's good.
It does it with the regular micro SD. I think they should have gone full SD on the side though, because it's just too small.
Can you buy full SDs still?
Well, you just use the adapter.
Some of the printers actually,
Now they're going back to full SD.
yeah, they are because they last longer. So I have a couple of printers that have full size SD on them.
I mean, it's. I don't know. They're like, oh, make sure the baud is at 11,000. I'm like, no, it is, or 111. Whatever 115.
Yeah.
It is.
15200.
And yeah, and then you got leveling, and I mean it's like I said, it's a nice looking display, but
8N1 or 9N1?
Well, they're okay. So Creality Cloud, their cloud box is actually a router. and that's what it actually routes between their cloud and your machine. That's all it
Yeah,
does.
also
It's just a router.
it steals proprietary information too.
So, but you can
Yeah.
reprogram that
Also,
to whatever
so
you
it's got a built-in packet sniffer that you don't know about.
Well, I'm gonna.
I mean,
I'm
you
thinking
print
about
out
reloading
something.
mine.
You print out something that paid model. Yeah, it's on Creality Cloud.
Well, that has to go through their cloud to be sliced. So that's how they do
Ew.
it. Yeah, that's how they do it. They send it to their cloud to be sliced, and then their cloud pushes the G code instructions down to your printer.
That's why Loyal said he'd never run a Glowforge because it's all done in the cloud, and that's another way that some
Yeah.
company might get a hold of your merchandise, your files.
That's why I'll never get Xcarve.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah,
never
I
do
was. That's what I know. That's what I was going to use mine. I'm going to install Clipper on my cloud box.
And I will never get Glowforge because of the same garbage. You're not going to make me connect to the interwebs to print.
Well,
anything, period.
And it allows them to deprecate your hardware that could still possibly work because they want you to buy the new version.
Correct, because their reliance and dependence is there. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why that's why I went more with a K40. First of all, one is price, but two, it's just I can do anything with a K40 that I can do with a Glowforge, and I don't have the cloud. I do it all local.
I have my own cloud server.
No, but it's different.
I don't think you really have to worry about anything. They already got ways to get in that we don't even know about. I guarantee it. They already know what they're doing all the time.
When you have fully internet,
I do monitoring and security for large enterprises and government. I know about them.
They're doing it, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got. You should see the block rules on my home router. They're a little insane.
And I bet they still can get past them.
Zolan, I run a Cisco Pix in my home.
Nice.
That's what I'm running. My inside and outside apart.
I run a custom built snort bridge that I built.
Oh yeah, I've used snort. Yeah.
Long time ago, and it works great.
Wrong snort.
Yes,
but I also, until about 5 years ago, I logged every packet that crossed my router.
I track packets on specific ports only, because a lot of my ports are directional, so I know the incoming ports only, and not all of them, because I know I can tell. I validate where data is coming from before I decide whether to track it or not.
Yep.
So if it's come from Facebook, it's fine, right? If it's come whatever someone's communicating. But it's,
dudes! Facebook is one of the worst ones.
But it's from an an internal connection initiated. So
okay.
Yeah. Oh no! Everything that's allowed in freely is internally initiated. There is nothing that's externally initiated allowed in at all. It's only internal only. So you have to make the call out to open the session to allow the return.
It's been 2 months since I've done a
I tried wiring the cloud box, and dial-up would be quicker from 20 years ago. I am sorry. It's when the Smart has that Creality Cloud box, I'll rip that thing out. And Jerry's candy corning it.
Yeah.
Lana's in chat. He hates candy corn, so I forgot to show it.
Is
that chicken and mash?
No, this is a tilapia, ocean tilapia.
Oh, tilapia. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, and potatoes. But I'm gonna let y'all go. When y'all have another session, I'll be back on in my shop, and I'll show y'all around.
So we'll be here for a couple of hours, and if you want to come back in, you're welcome. And if not,
cleaning up to do. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to. But I got to get the rest of this cleaned up, and I'm already
next
tired.
Wednesday, same time. Next Wednesday we'll be here.
Right.
Same time, same bat channel.
All right. We'll see you.
Yeah, I'll be off in about.
Take care, Batman.
All right, Batman.
I got no wife tonight.
Oh.
She's in Minnesota. She's in Minnesota. Just got her now officially retired service dog, and MRI, and a bunch of other stuff, and found out that he's got narrowing of the spinal column and probably won't be with us for more than a couple more years.
Oh, that's a shame.
That sucks.
Yeah, but at least we now know what the issue is. So we know it's not genetic. We know it's not a disease. There's just nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, just biology.
Yeah, and it's
That's
not.
pretty.
That's the key. It's not genetic, which means we don't have to worry about any of his progeny.
Yeah. Still, it's a pity though.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, we've lost 3 dogs now in the last year and a half.
Oh,
Well, 2, soon to be 3.
Sorry to hear that.
I have mine. I have mine now for the last 8 years, and it'll be whenever she goes. It's always hard.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm expecting my dog to go soon
Well,
because she's 14.
I would say, I say, oh yeah, but then I have to remember, I'm not allowed to work from home for the rest of the week because dogs aren't that big of a deal to my manager.
Oh, then you need a new job.
Oh yes.
If I said
Or
that,
new manager.
No,
I
my
said
my wife flat out told me to find a new job.
yeah, if I've told my boss that Bear was ill or something, he'd be like, "Go take care of him." So
Yeah.
I mean, if it's I don't even want to even know because Bear
Some
is
people don't even
literally
get that, that animals are part of the family,
They are.
and you care them as whether like little children, They're
In this state, the majority of people that I deal with all look at pets as being disposable. These are people who leave their dogs outside in 100-degree weather.
wow.
No, that's criminal.
Old Gramunchin. It's you can use it just a regular, almost like a solder extract, like for soldering, like solder extracting fan or something, but with a high CFM pushing through a filter. But
Well, I do a lot of my lasering outdoors, weather permitting, and if I'm doing a big thing, I'll do it outdoors, or I'll do it in the garage with the garage door open. For my CO2, I have an inline fan with a 4-inch with the 4-inch you know um,
Tubing.
dryer tubing, expandable tubing for a dryer. And I run the inline fan the inline fans in a unit I actually put in the window and close
there's
the
the
window
tubing
down.
right there, and that bucket. I use that tubing for when I ran the smoker in the garage.
Let me bring it up.
The smoker out. Oh, right there.
Oh, sorry, guys.
You can see the dryer tubing right there. But I use
That's what I
that.
use.
Yeah, I use that for when I had the electric smoker hooked up in the garage for venting out through the garage.
I haven't got one of those yet, Jerry. I was thinking about getting those. Are they good?
It seems to work fine on my K40, and then I just I disconnected off the K40 because I haven't put the bypass in to suck fumes out on the diode. They do make better versions of it that cost more money. I originally went to Lowe's and I bought one that's made for your bathroom that was similar to this, but it didn't. I got vents on the outside. They're plastic flappers like on your dryer. And the other one wouldn't even open the flappers. This one opens them up pretty good. It seems to work real well.
Well, I don't have that. I have the inline one, and it works fine for my K40. I'm thinking about getting a bigger one, and the reason why is, I got a printer tent, for the enclosure, and I was going to run my resins in that and put an extractor fan on the back of it, so I can actually suck the fumes out. But what happened?
I bent my finger backwards coming in that door.
You all right?
Yeah, I bought the.
Yeah, I have one of those right now.
Yeah, this didn't do anything for me. So,
well, it works fine for my K40.
I was using the K40 fan plus this down going through the wall, and this one didn't work for me, so I bought that other one.
Well, I'm using that and the K40 one, and it works fine. It gets all the smoke and everything out. You can smell it, but like 99, I would say the amount that seeps out of it is very, very little, right? And I'm only doing wood and stuff like that anyway. But when I'm doing, I was thinking of getting a bigger one, because if I can get a more powerful one, I can do a split and I can run my tent for my my resin and my K40 at the same time. I can take from both if I need to.
Yeah, and I was thinking about like what old Ogre Munchin was saying, a dryer vent, right? On the outside that had the flaps.
That's what I have.
But I'm like, you know what? I'll just take one of those that's what the laser and resin area is going to be underneath that window right there. And that I'm going to take one of those flappy vents and hook up the dryer vent to it and just have a piece of wood or something that more cosmetically pleasing than that, but that I could just put in the window right there and it just blow out.
But see, mine is temporary.
I used to have a fish tank, and I took the screen from the net off, and I put over top of it. That way, bugs and stuff wouldn't, could fly in the tube.
Yeah, what I've done is mine is temporary. So I have on my windows I have mosquito netting on my windows, so I can open the window, put the board in, and the board is surrounded with the foam weather stripping. I put it in place, and I close the window on top of it, and that seals it. And then when it's running, a bug's not going to fly in there while the fan is going. Right, he's not going to fight against that airstream. So, when I'm done, I just open the window again, pop out the board, and then close the window, and I'm done. Okay. So I set mine up so it's not permanent; it can be taken in and out.
Hey, Big Mike, dum.
It goes underground.
So is mine. I have windows though in the lower part of my backyard because the very back of my house comes in, stoops down. My deck for my ground floor is actually 5 feet off the ground. But then I have windows in one half of my basement. Going onto my backyard, but the other side is all built up because it's the front of my house. It's 5 feet above or 6 feet above where I am right now.
All right, in 4 minutes I'm gonna call it, and I may be back on.
Okay.
I got to start working on that wall. I just
Good
finally
luck.
that monster and 2 Excedrin are kicking in, getting rid of my migraine. So.
Oh, yeah, headaches are a pain, literally. So what did you buy, Old Curmudgeon? You said you just clicked on submit order. What was it for?
I think you got the Z1.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll be building it on Sunday morning. So yeah, and Jerry has done it, and John has done one. So you have plenty of instruction out there on how to put it together.
Yeah, no. It's more importantly between Jerry and I. He should be able to do it, but you know how to carve a hot dog.
You know how to carve a hot dog, yes, and the buns.
Yes,
so John knows how to laser buns.
Yes, I never said I was talented, but I mean, I just wanted to do something totally different in a video.
Well, that was really cool having Bear with the glasses on. I see Comgro posted it on their site.
Yeah,
and then once the other guy gets what's his name, does his video, mine will be gone. So they sent
the Louisiana guy.
No, this guy Brandon. He does all lasers. He's with Glowforge.
Okay.
He's very biased in his reviews. So
question, guys. If I put a piece of metal in water and then point the laser towards the metal, would the metal heat up?
No, the water will scatter the light and diffract the light because it's visible spectrum. A diode is a visible spectrum, so it'll be diffracted by the water.
I still want my laser to heat up a pot of noodles.
No, you must just imagine. You seen the way a light breaks up when you go through a prism? You get white light in, you get a rainbow out, because light does the same thing through water. Because water acts like a prism and it scatters the light. Because as it goes through a different medium other than air, the wavelengths of light bend at different angles, and it scatters the light. Which is why you get a rainbow, because the light passing through raindrops creates the rainbow.
Yeah,
same reason. So no, it won't. It'll actually weaken it, if anything.
I have to put it right underneath the surface then.
Sorry for putting the pin in that bubble.
I know. I want that.
So it's so like I said, Jerry, what's this guy? His make or break shop is the guy. I've watched since he got. Yeah, I've been watching his videos since he got that Chinese laser years ago in his house when he got that basically his first laser. So, but now everything is Glowforge with it. So it's
there's the answer, by the way. Sorry, there's the answer, Matt.
Yeah.
Water.
Using kettle.
Good on you, Carl.
I have to be like like a Stone Age man then. I have to actually boil the water. Nothing fancy.
There's another way. Go to space. Water, because of the lack of air pressure, water will boil in the coldest space. It will boil off and vaporize in space. It will sublimate. So that's how you can boil water without applying heat.
Yeah, but I need to boil in my noodles, so pot of noodles.
Well, then no, you'll just freeze your noodles.
The only hobby guy did a video this morning on his channel. I reposted on my group where he made an Eiffel Tower out of some real thin wood that he got off Amazon. He gave that file out free to all affiliates, or not affiliates, but his Patreons. And I'm going to burn that soon. I used his link and I went and bought the wood on Amazon. It's real thin. It's perfectly flat, and yeah, it'll be pretty cool.
I bought this wood off of Amazon.
That's
it's crap. It is so twisty and yeah.
Those little squares, I've had trouble with them on Amazon.
Yeah,
I'll answer that question in a second.
These other ones are like 8x12 sheets and are supposed to be perfectly flat.
Yeah, they're not. These are not flat at all.
Yeah, I've had
You
those.
can even see it on the little camera here.
Yeah, you can see it's warped. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
I bought a pack of cutting boards off Amazon, John. They're 1/4 inch thick. I paid $60 for 10 of them. They got a hole cut in them, and one of them's warped. It's like son of a biscuit. I went to use it. It's a $10 cutting board and it's warped.
Yeah, and it's bamboo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you showed it
It's
on
gotten wet properly.
with Loyal Stream, right? The Loyal Stream you showed it, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's the real small ones because
The ones on Dollar Tree I ordered, they're not in yet. There's a lot smaller. They're $1 a piece. I ordered 2 cases of them, but they're not in yet.
Carl is going up Matt's alley there.
Yeah, he's attacking Matt's livelihood.
Yep. Oh, I got my G-Tech.
Carl, you're just jealous. You're just jealous.
No.
I think so.
No.
It all points in that direction.
I don't know about car, but me, no.
I think Carl, all he needs is a CR6 SE to match his G-Techs.
That's what you do. There's how you boil it. You get a CR6 SE and you put it on them. That'll take care of it for you.
Yeah, so
let it boil it or burn it.
That printer cart has the Ender 5 Plus, an Ender 5 Plus, and the 2 A-nets and the G-Tech. Yes. So the 2 A-nets and the G-Tech are going to be gone.
Which Ender 5 is the bigger one?
The 5 Plus.
Which Ender 5 is the bigger one with the bigger bed? 300
the
by
5
300.
Plus. The 350 by 350 by 400.
How do you like it? Is it awesome or
I love it.
Another printer?
I'm done modding mine. I mean, I got to where I want it. So if someone sends me something, or offers me something, I'm not going to do anything to it. So,
other than Micro Swiss all metal hot end, it's all stock and it's a great printer.
Yeah, I mean, mine's just, I'm not modding it anymore. It's not worth it. So it works the way I want. It's it's to where I want to be able to print any type of material. It does. I mean, the only thing that I'm going to do is above it. I'm going to put the hang the reels on the top, so I don't have to go through a whole path for the direct drive.
Yeah, right, but it's a solid machine. My Ender 5 Plus is a rock star. It doesn't fail me.
Well, now I mean it failed me after a month.
I had one issue where one of the steppers died. They sent me a like for like board, and that was within about 6 months. They gave me they switched out the board, gave me a like for like board, and I've never had an issue ever since.
Yeah, it's a well, I had the original batch.
Hey, Dan.
Oh, Dan's here. Oh.
Hey, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I had the original batch.
Dan looks tired.
Yeah. And it had the cheap power supply in it.
You're right, Dan.
Pick mine.
All right.
Quiet.
I gotta get going on this slat wall. I may come back in a little bit. I'm
All right,
gonna
John.
go like 4 rows up, and then my brother, he was supposed to be over here today to put the top rows on, but the asshole bailed on me. So I'll make sure I say that in the video.
It's 8 a.m. right now in China, so they're online if you want to ping them directly. They're online.
Dan looks like how I feel.
How's your mouth doing, Dan? Before I go.
Yeah. It still hurts. That's only part of the problem. I just spent the last like 2 hours fighting with my damn furnace, and it still isn't working.
You get
Then
Sergio on
if
that.
you come over to me, I have all the tools to take care of your teeth.
Yeah.
No, he watched the Three Stooges episodes already, so he
Yeah.
should be good. A doorknob and a rope.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
A good right hook will fix that.
Yeah, Dan,
What's
you don't look too good right now. You look exhausted or something. You don't seem to be all cheery and
No.
He just
Like
said
you're being-
why.
He's got that defeated look of mental, physical, and
looks like his
emotional.
wife chased him around the block a couple times.
What's wrong
That
with your
probably would have
furnace?
been more.
Real
That
quick.
would have been more enjoyable than working on a furnace.
Okay.
What's it not doing?
Or curmudgeon, go onto their user group, find and go to the go to the members of the user group. You'll find in the admins of that user group, you'll find the staff. Ping them directly, send them a screenshot saying, "Can you confirm that you've received the order? Because I've gotten no email from you."
Yeah.
And that's how you do it, and then they will verify if they've got it or not.
What's wrong
And
with
if
your
you're-
furnace, Dan?
It keeps telling me that the pressure switch. It keeps giving me an error code for the pressure switch.
Did you blow out the
And
tube?
I was talking to Sergio, and I found his video on there. He said, I got a video on how to bypass it or at least test the switch. And I did what his video said. And when I flipped the switch to kill the power next to the unit, and then I go in there and I pull the wires off and I flip the switch, turn it back on so that it'll cycle through and do its little self-test. It doesn't auto-start a self-test every time. It's like one in like every like 100 times it'll do a damn self-test. And then when it starts the fan spinning, then I'm supposed to plug the wires in and get it to or just connect the wires together to bypass the switch. Well, when I do that, it still doesn't do anything. And I sit there and wait and wait and wait. And I get the 3 flashes, 1 flash, which I believe is the pressure switch open.
Oh man, it's when I had honestly,
That's starting to sound like a main board.
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say with Zolan. The hassle I had with mine, I
Go
just
there, curmudgeon.
Well,
you go look up the board and just see how much it would cost to replace it.
I've been going back and forth with Sergio, and he just messaged me and said, I said tonight or tomorrow because he wants to do like an actual video chat. So I'll video chat with him.
Yeah, I bought mine used. The board and the coil for $45 locally from because all these HVAC people will usually take the units apart and just source out the parts for pennies on the dollar. And if I went new for that board, it's a 20-year-old unit.
Mm-hmm.
But if I went new, that was going to cost me $500 to $600. I'm like, it's not worth $500 to $600. I went on eBay and I found dozens, and I just filtered it by who had one locally.
Every time we replaced a furnace when I worked in HVAC, we would go get the old one back to the shop and immediately start stripping it down.
Yep, because there's a ton of good parts, and you're not going to find these parts anywhere else because either they stop manufacturing it, or
and you can recycle the heat exchanger.
Yep, the board for mine is a Carrier. They use that same board in like 30 different models.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
I guarantee
it's still in
you
production
the same board
today.
that I've got in mine is the same board you got in yours.
Oh, you got Carrier?
Carrier Crusader.
Yep.
And it's probably 20 plus years old.
Let me see.
Oh, then it's definitely the board.
Well, the thing is, the board's not 20 years old. I replaced the board about probably about 6 years ago. We had a really cold snap. The furnace went out, and I was up shit creek. The only option I had was to go to one of the local shops and pay the $260 for the board.
And Sergio,
the board is $60, but I couldn't wait, a week for shipping because it was during one of the
Speaking of
coldest times of the
Sergio,
year.
Sergio's in the house.
There, Sergio. Yeah, I just
Well,
told him
I'll
that-
drop off in a minute so he can come on. But
No, I just told Sergio that I was. I said,
Yeah, I can pop off for a second.
because I
Well, I'm gonna
currently
be
just
leaving
joined
for a
your
while,
stream.
so,
But yeah, it was $260 about 6 years ago for that board at the local HVAC shop. Where online I see them all day long for like $60. I'm like,
Yep.
5 or 6 years ago, my AC's on my roof, and I replaced the board and everything, so my furnace wouldn't light. No matter what I would do, it wouldn't light. So I tore it apart. My heat exchanger was cracked, and I had to tear it down to almost nothing. But I replaced it, had a big long crack in it. That solved the problem. It's about $250 and half a day's work. And a few years after, I took out a home warranty on my AC and everything, and I kind of wish that I would have not replaced that, because then they would have swapped the whole unit. But
well, some have to go and get their dinner.
I got
And
very
Sergio's
little
getting ready for
sleep
bed,
last night.
apparently.
I had
Yeah.
2 tornado warnings last night.
that's,
Well, that's
fun.
fun.
that's
all right.
not good, but
Mine's a Carrier. Hold on. Product number. Okay, so model number is 58STA090.
yeah, I don't have the model number in front of me. It's on the sticker inside the cabinet, which I didn't take a picture of. But if that's a Crusader, then most likely we got the same damn unit.
Dominic,
The board is used in multiple. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's,
Oh, that's the 16 Comfort. Okay.
Dominic, remind me never to loan you any of my printers. You're using them as pizza warmers.
Well, back in the day, people used to wrap up stuff in foil, throw it on your engine. Then when they got to where they were going, they could just pop the hood and eat it.
oh, there's a lot of videos on that, Jerry. Still, people doing that. That's That's awesome. Mine is from 2002. I bet you we have the same board if it's a Carrier.
It
Why
is.
don't get a heat sink
For what?
for heating and cooling your house?
No, you can't. No, you. First of all, this is a furnace, so it's heated by gas, and they
Not
have.
always.
Well, in this case, yeah.
Yeah, in his case, it is.
Yeah, and
mine's
gas
heated by-
or oil or something along those lines, right?
Yeah, mine's natural gas, and it's got all these safety checks in place so that you don't wind up with a time bomb in your basement, basically. And this one fan there's a pressure switch connected so that if pressure starts to build up inside the heat chamber, it blows out this little switch that says, "Hey, stop putting gas," and then it shuts the gas down, cycles out the system, and then shuts off. So that's the little switch that it says is giving me a problem. But if the switch is good and you're still getting that problem, then it's something on the board is bad. But I'm going to go over it with Sergio tomorrow when I get home from work, if he's okay with that. I'm just going to shoot him a link and we'll just have like a little private chat, and I'll run through the process and he can tell me, because right now I am at my wit's end with that.
Okay, so
Dan, 18650 cells. What do you use to recondition them?
What do I use to recondition them? I have a Fly Sky. I got a Fly Sky charger that I use to bring them down to a safe voltage and then charge them back up. And then I'll do a load test on them to see what milliamp hour rating I'm still getting out of them.
And that's all built into the charger?
It's all within the charger. Yeah.
Send me an affiliate link.
Hold on. Let me make sure that. Let me show you what I got. Somebody might tell me that it's not the right thing to be using, but it's what I've been using, and it has worked for years. But give me a second. I'm grabbing it. Hold on.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, that's the same one charger I have. Smart charger.
That'll wipe off the dust. I haven't checked my batteries in a long time, so I hope.
But as long as they're
I have chargers for lipos, but and my chargers work for Lions as well.
Okay.
But the problem is these are individual cells, so I don't have the connectors for them.
Yeah. The only thing I'll tell you is you'll want to get like either print an 18650 holder with and then get yourself a set of connectors on the end.
Basically make my own carrier. Okay.
Yeah, so make your own battery carrier, basically 3D print it or buy one. But here's the one.
I actually have one.
Use.
I have a carrier here, but it's a 3-wire because it's a 2-cell.
I used to have one of those.
Yeah,
I've got plenty of those kind of chargers. Okay, I'll just use one of those.
This is all I use, and then I just tell it to basically. I'll just do them one cell at a time, and I just tell it to charge the cell up, And then actually, first thing I do is I tell it to discharge the cell, so it gets down to a safe voltage first. Then I tell it to charge back up. Once it's charged up, then I have it do like a draw test on the battery.
I've got
to
a
see what kind
handful of them
milliamp
that are.
hour I get, and then
I've got a handful of them that are below
below the
storage
3.2 or whatever.
2.43 to 3.2, and if they're not above 3.2, most of the dedicated 18650 chargers will not touch them.
All right, so Dan, that's the board that I have for my furnace, my carrier.
Okay.
I got that used with the transformer for like $55.
Yeah, I'll go through some stuff with Sergio tomorrow. We'll see, and then go from there.
I mean,
but for tonight,
if you could swap out a board on a 3D printer, that's why I said on my live stream.
I've already swapped that board out. That's why I'm saying
it's only plug for plug is all you're doing. So
yeah, it's 6 years ago I swapped that board out. It's just a matter of hold one board up to the other board when the power's off, and just disconnect from here, connect it here, disconnect from here, connect it here, and then just when you're done, you pull the board out, slide the new board in, and
take a picture. Always take a picture first.
Oh yeah.
I did mine on live where I forgot to take pictures, and then I kicked myself.
Yeah, and the power is the first ones you unplug, and the last ones you replug.
It's like power's off.
You still. I got the habit of unplugging the power, work my way around the board, then work my way back around the board, and then plug the power in last. That's the habit I have.
I have one of those little fluke pin things that you can put near the power, and if it glows, because I don't know how many times I've gone to work on a furnace and I flipped the breaker off for somebody that says furnace, and no, there's still power at that damn board.
Yeah, I got one of those little meter things, that
The multimeter.
Yeah, no,
it's a little like a pen with it's like
they're called a phase tester is what they are.
I've got a quick disconnect on the roof. You pull it out and it's dead. Can't work.
There you go. Go Jerry's.
But a phase tester is what you're talking about. You touch
the problem is Jerry.
Yeah.
I don't work on my own HVAC. This is when I used to work for a company that did HVAC.
Okay.
So if it's my setups, well, in this house, they're dangerous as all hell. So.
All right. So I'm gonna drop off.
And
if you guys are still on, by the time I do those 3 or 4 rows, then I'll hop back on.
All right, John.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I need to buy a new water heater because the one I've got now, the pressure relief valve is leaking around the threading.
Yeah.
No. But you could probably repair that.
They get old.
Oh no, dude. This water heater in this house is an old propane water heater that was installed in 1986.
Yeah,
everything in my house is 17 years old. Everything.
Yeah.
Or 18 years
That's
old.
more than 17 years.
They typically start leaking on the inlets on the top where the valves are in and hot and cold.
Hey, Scorpion King.
And leaking and.
Oh no, this is actually the emergency release
on the side.
Yeah, and it's because the bathroom door smacks it.
Oh, so did you guys see this?
Yeah,
looks like a soap dish. It's very nice.
Yeah, came out nice. That's the ComGrow laser or the ComGrow CNC, the Robo CNC. Does a good job.
I don't want to tell my wife that one of these brand new monitors I got that's not even a year old or not even 6 months old is already got burn-in spots. Like there's 4 spots.
There is actually a piece of software. I gotta see if I can find it that you can use. Sometimes the monitor has it built into the settings that will attempt to refresh the screen.
Well, it's not really burning. There's a blue spot, an orange spot,
stuck pixels. Yeah,
blue spot. No, it's a spot about this big. There's like 4 that big, and they're not like it's not. I don't know. You guys probably won't be able to see them.
Is it an OLED?
There you go. See it right there. See that?
Yep, I see
spot?
that. I see that.
And then there's the orange one, and then there's the other purple one, and then right over here is another one. It's kind of faded, but you've got one here, one here, one here, and one here.
I'm actually thinking, Kieran, I could actually use resin, but I need a resin in a syringe, and I could actually inject it into the area, let it flow and fill the area, and then UV expose it and harden it. That's not a bad idea. I might give it a try. I only have 2 color resins though.
Either way, Dan, there is some monitors have built in a a stuck pixel refresh, and if yours has it, you can try that, and sometimes it'll take away the burn-in as well.
Yeah, well, I'm
That
trying to
looks like a
remember where
very dangerous wire on that end stop.
That's just the casing. It's the wire's good. The shielding on it.
That's the one we've been getting working. That's his big one that he.
Yeah, I built
finally
that.
got software on
I
it.
finished it last May of last year, and I finally got it kind of working.
Well, no, you finished it. You finished it yesterday because May of last year was assembled with no software.
Yeah, and it just sat there. So end stops aren't hooked up on. I may not even hook them up
You don't need end stops though on a CNC.
Yeah.
You really don't.
because I
They're
was going.
nice.
I jog out to my job and zero it out right there.
Well, end stops are great. As I say, if you're doing a tool change, you need an end stop because you need to zero out your axes from a start point. Do a tool change, zero your axes, and then return out to the print because the distance is always unified, right? It's always up to a unique distance from the XYZ zeros. But if you're not doing a tool change, you don't need it.
Zero out marker, like you said, just make a little tiny hole right there.
You
and
could
go back
possibly
to
do a
that
marker,
point.
yeah. And you could actually pick that spot as your 0 point, or a corner of your material and zero the material because the material never moves.
Yeah.
So you zero on that, and then when you set up your job, your start point will be the corner of your material, which is your 0 point.
Yeah.
And then it's always the same distance to your part from there.
I'd like to start in the middle,
center
but if I
because it's
change
hard to
it,
do it.
Yeah, the middle won't work because if you've already burned away your mark, then you're guessing, and then it's going to be wrong.
Yep, I agree. Yep.
Liam, could you post my links to my sites, please?
No.
I'm still no. Okay, fine.
Of course I will. I'm just giving you a hard time. Let me go in there.
Well,
so this is to his Facebook page
and Facebook group.
Yeah, I just posted one, and then let me get the post group. 1 second.
Thank you very much.
No
Anybody
problem.
likes to join, please join. Every week I keep updating it, and sometimes even more if I'm in full production. But right now I'm taking it slow,
Yeah, I thought you'd laugh.
Yeah.
What?
Jerry's making fun of me, asking me if I have any giveaways.
No. Yeah, I know.
I'm giving away
yesterday,
Jerry if
but-
anyone wants him. He's free.
Free to good home.
Yeah, free to a good home.
Yeah,
I
if you
have
got a
to
really
pay
big
money
room, I
for
got
it.
a lot of stuff.
Sorry?
If you got a
You might
really
have
big
to pay
room, I have a
somebody.
lot of stuff.
You had really. I wish I had more space. Actually, I wish I had a room like you have.
Everything is replaceable, so even no matter what happens, everything I own is replaceable, so it doesn't matter. So
I'm actually.
as long as I grab my 2 dogs, I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
And
Me,
I'll-
my dogs. Yeah, definitely. I'm right now converting my
Nobody else
girlfriend's
will like Randy, fire.
dining area into a printing room.
That wasn't very loud.
Yeah.
You know, and then I wish I had more space, because I'm limited in the amount of space I have.
Zolan's going to take off.
Are you leaving, Zolan?
Got any final words, boss?
He just disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
He muted and he ran away. He
Is
didn't
it-
run away though. There he goes. Well, bye.
Bye,
Z.
Zolan. Thank you for joining. You're going to go pass out. Okay.
Post
I
the
hope
link
you mean
again and
go to
other people
sleep
can
and not actually
join in.
pass out. Hey, Stephen, how are you?
Hey, Steven.
I didn't see you pop in, Stephen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't give you much notice, Dan. I said, hey, Dan, send me a link and I'll throw it in the live stream last night. I was waiting for you to pop in. Then later, I seen it after we started, so then I shared it. And I put it in the description for Monday on Twitch. So that's fun having it all on.
I'm actually getting now ready to move into with my fiance, and I'm converting her dining area into a printing room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be close space. Dan
that
saw
would
the
last
space.
all of 12 months.
Huh?
I said that would last all of 12 months. Yeah, you've been really quiet. You didn't even say hi, Steve. I didn't see you earlier on.
Steven, have you ever dropped in on a live stream? You got a lot of cool stuff you've been posting over on Twitter. You're always welcome to pop in and and say, "Look, what I made," or whatever you want. It's really
The
cool.
link is. Let me share the link again. I just need to recopy it.
That's what I've been doing.
Share if you want, Stephen.
Nice.
Just mute. Well, if you're going to come in, mute your YouTube before you join, please.
Have you named him yet, or is it a him or a her?
I don't think it matters. There's nothing there. It's
Let me check quick. I can't see anything.
Yeah, my son has been kicked back into his bedroom. Yeah, that'll last 12 months.
Yeah, but we're looking for a bigger place, so I'm just gonna bring my printers over, my clothes, my computer equipment, and everything else goes into storage. And yeah, hopefully I can get printing again soon. I'm looking for a sponsor for filament and resin, of course. And once I have that, I can wrap up my production again. Do stuff for. Was that for me?
You should try. So your linkage with G-Tech has broken down since Spring has left.
Yeah.
Spring was very good to the community. She was really good to know.
She took care of me.
She took it well. Yeah, she worked with a lot of people. She was open to be working with a lot of people, but that has changed since she's left.
What's their current contest that Spring has going? She asked if you PM me and asked me if I'd join in on it. I'm just busy working on all kinds of stuff, so I doubt that I will.
It's about a resin print for Halloween.
Oh, okay.
No, it's all FDM too. FDM or resin print. It's not only resin. My designs you can use for resin or FDM.
Actually, my models I printed on their printer with resin, so it's not their resin, but that's where Spawn came from. And a cubic.
Yeah, but you have to make a lithophane. It's a lithophane competition.
Lithophane. Okay. No, I won't be doing lithophane right now.
Jerry's in trouble.
Oh.
So tell people about the competition. Share the word. Go on.
It is from okay. So you have time to print it till the 31st and send it in, and then on the 31st we pick 10 people who go into the Wheel of Fortune, and then
the Wheel of Fish.
Winner will be picked most likely like that. I didn't do the rules, so I'm mainly did the designs of the lithophanes, and you can make your own lithophanes or download the lithophanes what I created and post them there. You get automatically entrance into it, but you have to send it per email and post it on the Facebook website. So you have to do two things.
Okay.
Post it on Facebook and send it in via email. The email link is on the Anycubic website. The two resin printers one. Actually, I don't know what the price is. There's a resin printer and an FDM printer. What you can win.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
I'm not going to bother with entering competitions with them. And they've never been willing to work with me as a company anyway, so that's okay. But I don't need a resin printer. I have another one coming in a couple of weeks. I don't need a resin printer. I have a 5K on the way.
Nice.
The GK1, Jerry, they're sending me one of the GK1s, 5K resins, the one that Matt, the big one that Matt has.
Oh wow!
So nice. I'm getting one of the 5K, one of their new 5K. It's a 10.1 inch screen.
What company?
Wow.
GK. It's let me get the name.
PM me. Let me know. I'll hit them up.
Sure. Yeah.
I try to only review things I can actually use. I don't like getting random stuff that I can't actually use myself. So, because if I do, then I just have to give it away or sell it, one or the other.
Yeah. Let me find.
Yeah, I actually have to get rid of one of my G-Techs because I don't have enough room for in the other place. So I'm probably going to get rid of
It's in private chat.
ACDM.
Okay.
So hopefully I find a buyer for it, and or I just keep it in storage till I get a bigger place, because on the end I will buy anyway more or get more printers donated to me, and
You got
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So they actually reached out to me.
But
They wanted me to check their new machine. That's a nice print, Dan.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's got a little bit of wispies on it, but it's mixtape number 10.
Hot air gun. That'll get rid of that.
Oh yeah, or
Yeah, that would work too. But I just use the hot air gun.
yeah, well,
It's
I
my
don't have a
preferred
hot air
method.
gun nearby, so I just use the torch.
Torch is quick. Yeah. Hot air gun, you'll heat
Yeah.
it real quick.
yeah, I use a torch too, but I need to buy a new torch. I burned it out.
You can't afford to win a resin printer. Yeah, because cost of resin is expensive.
Yeah.
I only I don't do I only do resin printing during the late spring, summer, and fall, because I do most of it in my garage. I don't like it in the house. I got a Creality, the enclosure for a printer, the large one, and it won't fit in my shelf, so I have to figure something out. It won't fit in my shelf where I put all my resins, all my printers, because I want to have it up there so I can have space for it to and it'll be right near the extractor where I have my K40, but it won't fit. So it's too deep for my shelf. So I have to figure something out for that to put my resin, because I'm going to put my resins printers
need
into
a
that
resin.
and run an extractor while I'm using the resin. So
I need Sorry.
You have resins.
Yeah, I need a resin printer. What is the size of like 200 mil
Right.
by 200 mil by 200 mil at least?
There's
or
nobody
bigger.
does them. There's
Right.
nobody does
I
them.
know. I know. Right now, the biggest one I see is what Matt Farmer have. It's almost 200
No,
in
but
that direction.
those giant resins are almost $2,000 a piece.
Most people
yeah,
will
I
not
know.
use a big resin printer if they had one, unless you have a business. They
Yeah.
take too much resin to put in
They
them to
do.
do anything. And what if you only have one little part left and you don't have a smaller resin printer? You got to cover that vat. You got to, it takes too much resin.
Yeah, well, just
I do
to cover the vat is
it.
like just to put a coating along the bottom of the vat of those big resins. That's 500 mils. That's not even to build
Yeah.
up enough to start your print. Just to cover the fat.
I know.
I like the
know.
cup. That's mine,
But
isn't it? Thank you, Dan.
I want to do lamps, and I'm thinking about that I can get a deal with some local
Would interfere.
lighting stores where they sell lamps, etc. And I want to sell the lamps to them.
You want the only thing about stores is they often have to have warranties and all that kind of stuff that you have to manage. and
Private
maintain.
stores.
Hey, Jake.
No,
And-
they still have to. They fall under the Consumer Act of the UK, and you have to have warranties and all that to go apply to it.
No, she's selling consignment from a consignment store.
It's different in the UK. There are stricter rules in throughout the UK,
Yeah.
Ireland, Europe, all of Europe. Hey, Jake, how are you?
Basically, I want to make custom-made lampshades.
What's up,
So
Matt from Jake from State Farm?
Okay, next Wednesday, Stephen, you're held to it. You will come on and join the stream next Wednesday. Everybody here's a witness. He said next Wednesday he'll join us.
Cool. Well, I'm on
Yeah.
Saturday, so if you want to come in early, I'll be on Saturday.
Oh, you can join. Yeah, you can join there. Yeah.
We always welcome new people to come in and talk about what you're
Hey.
doing, what you're working on, and
You
share
got
the
to blame
community.
Hot Rod Hippie for this, or Man Dick Really, whichever
Monster
way you want to
Blue.
call it.
But see, the difference there, Louise, is Matt does lithophanes. That's Matt log with cutouts for the claws.
He actually made one smaller to fit these little Red Bull cans. So I should probably get that one too, and then print that one. So depending on what I'm drinking, depends on which one I use. And I actually want to take this one, and I want to do the NOS logo through here, because he does give you just a regular step file, and then just take that and do like the NOS logo, so that Loyal Moses will have one, so he can have that for his NOS.
Did I miss something, Jake?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to do a little faint for
He's
Loyal
having
Moses.
himself a moment.
That's what I was. That's what I was
I love
asking. Did I
Lamb.
miss something?
I love Lamb.
He's actually streaming right now, as I can see.
Who is
Who is?
loyal?
Loyal Moses, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. See, Anchorman references. It's Steve Carell's character. He's sitting there talking about what are things that you love, and he's like, I love carpet. I love desk. I love lamp. He's like, are you just saying things? And he's like, I love lamp.
I never saw it, so
You're not
I don't like.
cultured.
I don't like his stuff. I don't like him as an actor.
Liam, you're just not cultured. That's all.
No, I just have taste. See, it's like the
Yeah.
Office. The Office here, the U.S. version of The Office. I don't get it. It's not funny.
You want to know what show I
Now,
actually
the
enjoy?
British version of The Office is hilarious. The original version, that's where it started in the UK. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the show that I like that came from the UK or from over there across the pond, as it were, is the IT Crowd. I like that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I love
That's
that show.
hilarious.
I wish they'd bring it back. I really do.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
Yeah, I love. They pick up the phone. They're like, try turning it off, turn it back on again.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, I love that.
We did that at work, like for an entire day. That's what every time we answer the phone, we're like, did you try turning it on and back off again? Not even high, nothing. Just did you try turning it off and on again? And then get, okay, smart ass, I get it. And it's like, well, did you? And they're like, yes. And then we go down there and we turn it off and back on again, and then it would work. And it was like,
no,
but
not
turning it off.
What you forget is computers are scared of IT guys. They work when we're around. They behave themselves, but when we're not there, they misbehave.
Right? Yeah.
So the moment we turn up, computers start behaving again.
No,
Do you ever notice that?
Just like
It causes
printers.
an issue and it works.
you can't eat all of them; they'll be all gone.
Just like our printers that can smell fear.
Yeah, well, not really, because mine
No,
will
that's
break
them
right
burning.
in front of me, and
You
then
must have
sit
been
there and
at
argue.
John's house.
I have dogs; they can smell what I had for lunch.
Yeah. She broke the internet.
I gotta take some
Yeah.
drugs here in a
Take
little
care,
bit.
Mika Steve.
All right, guys, I'm gonna pop off for a little while, and
All right.
probably gonna
Take care,
be
Mika.
back in half an hour. Maybe I don't know that if I fall asleep or not.
Oh, yeah, Mika's just
No,
popping in. He's good day. He means hi.
He's going to run over to Twitch real quick.
He's going over
Yeah.
to try and win something off Loyal.
He's got to go to sleep, and by go to
We
sleep,
know
I
your
mean,
game, Matt. That's
he's
all
going
you're
over to
into now.
Twitch
And
because
the
I already
I'm
met-
gonna wear a
messaged
printer tonight.
Loyal.
You watch. Actually, wait a minute.
I'm watching him right now. See? Hold
Okay.
on.
Who's giving away a printer tonight? Isn't somebody supposed to be giving away a printer tonight?
I have you up here, and him on silent.
Okay,
I'm just
Matt, so you're
watching.
two timing us? That hurts.
Not too timing.
He's like, I'm
Hey,
here with you guys.
I'm
only
supporting
physically.
everybody. At one time, I had 3 streams going all at once. So I had like all my 3 screens covered, one on each, and I'm like answering here, answering there, and answering there.
You know, if I had feelings,
Just
that
support
would-
you guys.
Matt,
I
if
did
I
it
had
with you
feelings,
then, I
that would
think.
hurt.
Aw. I can't be only exclusive to you guys. I only be exclusive to my woman. So, to you guys, I help out wherever I can.
Oh, see, you've been called out. Look,
Yeah, that's true.
See,
Because
that's why we
it-
like.
you
That's
should
why we like
be
Louise.
late.
That's why we like Louise, because she calls you out on your BS. Is what she does.
I don't know. I don't BS. I'm just saying. I'm just taking off for half an hour. I
I know.
might
I'm
be
just
back or
making
not.
fun of you because it's
You know?
fun. You know that.
I know.
You get a rig just to plug in the connector. Yeah. See,
He ignores
Finish
me
with a
while
free
I'm
fight here.
watching these streams. I don't ignore you.
who said
No.
that? Oh, now I'm getting out of this. It's domestic. You need to go sort that out.
That's why.
Yeah,
she goes
Louise,
to
come
chat
smack
to
him
get
upside
his
the head.
attention.
Come on.
I don't ignore you.
Come on, Betty's not here to do it. To
How
do it
else
to
is
Jerry,
supposed
so
to win a printer for you? What everybody said
oh, that's
you have to
funny.
use.
Oh, is Louise there with you?
No, she's not at her house.
Oh,
She
so
didn't
you're
feel well
safe.
today, so
Oh.
yeah.
So
But
she'll make up for tomorrow. She'll hit you twice as hard.
hopefully not.
In a minute.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take down this machine and take the table away, and then take the table over to her place and start slowly setting up my space over there. And hopefully in like 3 weeks or 4 weeks time, I have the first show from over there,
Mm-hmm.
No, actually,
or the second show.
Kieran, we don't want to
She
blank
does
you
know.
screen. We want to watch.
Yeah, I was
We're
saying
here
she
to watch
does
that.
know what she's getting into, right?
Yeah,
Like she spent time with you, right, Matt, at your place. So she understands what she's about to get into by letting you bring these printers to her house, right? She knows. Like it's not going to be like, oh no, it'll be fine, and then you get them all there, and then she's like, I hate them. I want them outside. Like
No. She keeps supporting me so far. I mean,
Liam.
she's on the stream watching me, so
Liam,
I don't think
Yes,
it's
sir.
paranoia.
when I first started the MPCNC earlier, it cut the little square box, and then
Yeah.
as soon as it finished, it went zing way out here and it started doing like real big, and that's like, oh, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that seems to have fixed it. So I'll
Yeah,
have to
your
work out the
steps.
bugs.
Yeah, well, once you calibrated your steps, you should have been you were good.
See you guys.
So you because you are way too high. Cool. Bye, Matt. He just disappeared.
I'm still here.
Dan
No,
froze.
but Matt disappeared. You're paused, Dan. Are you?
Froze.
Yeah, Dan froze unless he's doing that on purpose. So I think he's froze.
Yeah, you're frozen, Dan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, his lips ain't moving.
Huh.
He's frozen.
Yeah.
One
Better
second.
that, or he became a ventriloquist.
Yeah. Oh,
He'd pop back in. So it's cool. So now that you have your CNC running, right? The MP CNC is operational. And whatever issues happening with your Congo, they're working with you on it. Hopefully you get it sorted.
yeah. I'd
solved.
really love to do another video or a couple of videos on the Comgrow CNC, but right in the middle of a job, it's just stopping or it gets almost done. It's like cool, and then it stops. So I got a good print, and then almost a second print, and then it lost connection. So I sent them that little video clip, and we'll see what they say.
Yeah.
So.
It could be a firmware flash.
Yeah. Usually when I get things from people, they always work.
I'm
Most of the
restarting.
time- Go ahead.
Yeah, you're waiting for your OBS to come up.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. Hopefully the software, maybe a software flash will fix it. But I have noticed it seems to be that they have different firmwares out there for different machines, and I'm waiting to see. I've asked them for the firmware because I want to make changes to the firmware. I want to do a different build. I want because there's certain things that are I think need to be tweaked, in my opinion. And if I can get them tweaked and working right on mine, I'll just I'll then release it to everybody to have access to it. Because there's only certain things you can change in on Gerbil without having access to the source code of the firmware to tweak it. Because some of the settings have to be enabled in the conf H for the machine for the firmware. And you have to recompile it, just like you do with Maryland.
And then easily I have another 7 days on the trial. After it expires, I'll wait and see how crippled it is, or if you can only do so many files per week or month, or how it works. Because I don't want to get stuck into paying $20 a month if I'm not going to be using it. So very often.
Yeah. Well, you only need easel to do the. Oh, you need it for the designing, don't you? Yeah, because you don't know CAD.
No, I mean I can learn maybe, but
You should learn Fusion.
yeah,
Because you can do V carving in Fusion. just like you can with Easel. Fusion has added now, it's not as good as Carveco and those other software, but it's there and it works.
I usually don't retain what I watch, so I'd have to have a YouTube video open over here with somebody doing something, and over here I got to copy what they do and learn the process by watching them do it, and then I do it.
Well, I'm going to be doing a video. I might try and do it this weekend if I have time. Maybe Saturday I might have some time.
But if I put duct tape on one ear and watched it, maybe I could retain more.
Oh no! Watch it with duct tape on one ear. Watch it and then plug the other one with duct tape as well. Keep it inside.
One ear and out the other for people that don't know.
Yeah, that's you. That's why you block one. Let it go in and then plug the other one so it stays in there. But no, I'm going to be. They've some of the members of the community has asked me to show how to slice a file using Fusion to do stuff like this.
Yep. Yeah, they show where you Google to get the file and just tape all of it. And you can, you can run OBS and you can tape your screen. So
yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to OBS and record my screen and grab the video in this. It's not that hard. Fusion for cam, right? Which is what you have to do. You have to use the manufacturer and function in Fusion. And cam it's designed for heavy industry. If you pay for Fusion, it'll do 4, 5, 6 axis machine. It'll or 5 axis machines. It'll do it'll even do robotic carving, right? It's designed for heavy manufacturing, and you can do an awful lot with it. And you probably need, for doing this stuff and a small CNC like this, a 3-axis, you need about 10 settings out of about 50 at most. And most of the times the settings are going to be very, very similar from one to the next. So if you know the settings for one, there's some variation whether you're doing a cutout or not. And if you're not doing a cutout, then you set stuff to 0 rather than to a negative number and stuff. It's not really complex, and it's not hard to learn. And if you do it once or twice, it's repeatable, and you probably use the same settings over and over and over, unless you're doing cutouts and then you tweak this because you're doing a cutout. Like you can actually, this is a bounding box. You can actually do it so it's only the outline of the part that you engrave only. So it actually follows the silhouette of the item. It keeps its shape, but goes a little bit outside as a clearing area.
You just Google the picture, a random picture.
It's an STL file. No, that's an STL. Okay. That's a 3D printable file.
Okay.
So it's a mesh, and I imported the mesh into Fusion, so you can do that in Fusion. You can.
So I can import one of these heads that I'm doing for my son and Spawn and carve the head out of wood. Just like drop the head through the build plate, and just have half the head or something.
Your problem would be your Z height. You'd need to have. So what you could do is you could bring it in. You might try changing its Z height and squashing it down a little bit.
Drop it through the bed, make a G code file.
Well, if it depends. It depends on the length of your spindle and your bit, right? Because if your
I understand. It can't be too deep because you can't reach it.
Yeah, because if your spindle is let's say this is your spindle, right? And then your bit's coming out of that. This is going to limit how far you go down with that space. So it all depends on that. Now, actually, if you had a 5-axis, you can actually rotate the head and do it on the side and curve, but you can't. We don't have that. It's a 3-axis, so there are limitations on what you can do. But you could probably bring it down and only show parts of the face, and yet you could potentially. You'd have to slice it off. Is what you'd have to do. You'd have to bring it into a.
I might be able to bring in an easel and try, since for now maybe.
Well, do it in net. No, I don't know. But no, easily can't import STLs.
G code.
Easel, Candle you can import as well. Easel you can do an STL import either.
Dan's got a
the Pro. Okay, Dan.
Have a great night.
Ciao.
Everybody check out Dan Monday on Twitch. Big giveaway. Lots of giveaways on Twitch with Dan Monday. And Loyal Moses, he's on right now, and then tomorrow night, Loyal's having a lot of big giveaways.
Well, reach out to them, Mo Curmudgeon. They'll work with you. But what you'll find is you'd have to slice it off at the height you want before you bring it in, because and then you bring it in with a flat back and just a piece you want to keep, and then bring it in and do it and try it in there. But sometimes you may have to use a longer, like 1/4 inch, but long shaft, to do really narrow areas. So you want to be careful.
Yeah. Or use a real small bit and it'll just take forever.
But no, it's not only a small bit though; it's the height you're going to run into, because your CNC head is going to impact the part.
I've seen a lot of people doing different letters and putting plexiglass on them, but they glue them together because they're so deep. They have to do multiple layers. Then they glue their parts together to make it real deep because their bit can't reach that deep.
Yeah, you can do that. There's stuff like that you can do, but it's not hard. You just need to take into account the tolerances of what you can and can't get away with.
You should reshare the join link. We're only 2 people here.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, let me copy the join link. If anyone wants to come in and join, let's paste it in here. Please do so. The link is there. Just make sure you mute your YouTube before you click the link. But it is open to anyone who wants to come in and join. We have 16 people watching right now, I believe. And everybody's welcome to come in and talk and chat and share ideas. This is all about the makers and about us as a community to share ideas and talk and get to know each other and so on. So and ask for help, because we are always willing to give help to each other. But that'll be fun if you can. That spawn head might be a nice and interesting one to do. You might only get the front part of the face. The other option is Jerry, if you bring it into something and then you drop its Z height, not through the bed, but actually shrink it all down the same size, but shrink just the face down a little bit, so you're flattening the face out.
Yeah,
that's another way of doing it. Sure, Matt, if you're available to come join, you're always welcome. Good. Yeah, the admins on those groups are really good. They're really helpful. I've always found them to be very helpful. So somebody will get back to you during the night. So it'll probably be tomorrow morning before you see it, but they'll at least respond to you and let you know. So if you want to come back in, Matt, or if anybody else wants to come in, you can click on the link that I just posted a moment ago, and you can come in and join the conversation. So I'm going to do another carving like this. I'm going to do another one this weekend, and I will probably record the steps needed on Fusion about how to import the Ben. Yeah, Ben is really good to work with. Ben's a nice guy. He's very helpful. You can fall asleep on stream. It's okay. It wouldn't be the first time people have fallen asleep on stream, because we do long streams. So, but yeah, it's so I recorded the steps for Fusion, and like Fusion is free for an individual user, and they haven't taken away that functionality. So, sure. I think that's Jerry's other half. Now he's taking down the shopping list. So yeah, if you guys want to, so I'll probably do that over the weekend and get that done. It's not that very difficult. You just need to pick the right options. There is a pile of them out there, and you only need a handful. And there's ways of verifying how stuff turns out because you can simulate the process, and you can see how the path is looking. If it doesn't look right, you can adjust it. So you can do an awful lot with it. And I generally do a rough cut, a clear cut, which actually clears out all the air around it and brings the levels. You see there's a big height difference between here and here. So it cleans it all down. And then after doing that, then you do the V-carve to do detail. Or depending on what you're trying to do, you might use a small ball end mill to do some cleanup as well, depending on what you're looking at. I'm still trying to learn OpenSCAD. I haven't used that. I haven't used it. I use a little bit of Fusion, and I'm not really good at it, but I know how to do tool pathing with it because I've used CNCs before. So tool pathing is not that hard. So and it's worth doing, and it's free. So I know OpenSCAD is nice, but it's built. You build out it's built differently because you have to create functions to make stuff happen. It's a little different. You taking down a shopping list?
Taking down a shopping list? No, the airplane is leaving like 15, 20 minutes or later.
Oh, so you're picking her up at the airport today?
Yeah, 10.
Nice.
Your plane should be in at 10:20 tonight. So
okay, cool.
And it's almost dark here now, so it'll be late.
Oh, it's well past dark here because we're north of you.
Yeah.
I mowed the lawn this evening. Just as soon as I finished my day job, I ran out and mowed the lawn. I'm hoping it's getting cold enough that it might actually be the last or one of the last mowings. I might have to cut it again in 2 weeks, maybe, because it's slowing down. The growth is slowing down. It's getting to the point now. I need to start consider taking out the snowblower and getting it started, because hopefully we won't get much snow. Well, I hope for that every year, but we always do. But I need to have it running and operational before, and make sure everything's good before the harsh weather kicks in, because it's no fun having to clear my driveway. My driveway is kind of long, and it's no fun having to clear that in the. I'm still learning Tinkercad. You can do a lot with Tinkercad. You'll be amazed what you can get away with Tinkercad. So don't knock it. Tinkercad is quite good, and it's gotten better. They've added more functionality to it recently. Yeah, but we like last year we got over in the space of one day, we had 18 inches of snow on the ground, and that's a lot to shovel by hand.
Yeah, with most programs, including Tinkercad, I don't use it very often, but if I try to do something and I don't know how, I just go on YouTube and I Google it, and then somebody on YouTube shows me how to do it, and then I go and do it.
But Tinkercad is, yeah, but people diss Tinkercad, but I've done a lot of stuff that's easy to do in Tinkercad than it would be to do in Fusion. Like, and I just gone in, if I want to rough something up to see how it comes out, I'll just go to Tinkercad. And the nice thing about it is you can import a mesh from Tinkercad. If you make something up there and bring it into Fusion, you can make it editable, and actually you can get Fusion to extract the surfaces, and then you can play around with it in Fusion. You can make changes to it in Fusion. So now you can't export out of Fusion as an editable file that goes into other systems, but you can. It's quite good.
Did you already type it in, Matt?
What?
Did you already type it in?
What? Type in what?
Bang enter.
No. Why?
Because Jerry's watching. He's watching you. You're doing it too. Loyal.
I'm not watching him. I got him on a tab, but I'm not watching him. I'm watching you.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to enter. Yeah, you need to enter the giveaway.
If you're having a giveaway, you have to type bang enter, exclamation part enter. So I was just asking if you'd already done it yet.
No. Nobody else does it.
Isn't that what you have to type in on the screen when he does giveaways? Bang enter?
Yeah. You exclamation and enter. Yeah. That's what he means by bang. Is the exclamation sign.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Fusion has done an awful lot better with meshes, and I've been using it for a while, but it has gotten better and better with meshes. So you can import an STL into Fusion, and you can modify it once it's in Fusion. So you can make something fairly blocky, and then you bring it to Fusion, and then round out the corners and all this kind of stuff. That is all possible because it will extract the surfaces for you. Not that I do much of that.
Now I did.
Now he did. See, look, he's happy now. See, now you know Matt's happy. He's in for the competition.
No, honestly, if I win again and win another printer, I send it to Ron.
Well, we've actually told Loyal to exclude you from all future competitions.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jerry had a word with him. Jerry had a word with him last night.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't do that.
No. Seriously, I really don't need any more FDM printers. So if I win, I will donate to some person I know who needs it.
Start a YouTube channel, start reviewing stuff, do videos.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I have double Okay, now it's better. I have a friend here in the UK. His name is Chris, and he's disabled. And I kind of want him to send him a printer too. And he just had COVID last week, and he's still fighting it off. So for 2 more days, he is in quarantine. And all what he had to do is with his printers. And now today, one of his printers broke, and he's sitting there like, I don't know what to do. And my friend wants me to do this. He basically saying he do lithophanes too, and he had a job offered from his friend to make a lamp, and sadly it failed because the printer said it was overheating. I think no, underheating. So he had something. I think he has some problems with his thermostat. So
Yeah.
I told him to replace the thermostat and then make a PIT tuning, and once it should be running again. But
Hopefully. Yeah.
yeah.
Stephen, I'm not printing at the moment. I'm just doing the CNC stuff because I have 0 filament left. I've used it all for the toys, and I'm waiting on stuff to come in. They have sent stuff to somebody else who's supposed to distribute it, and that person never could let me know and others know
Here you go.
that they would put it in the mailbox, send it to me. And she never let people know that she received it last weekend. And so I could have got it over the weekend and started printing, but I'm waiting on materials so I can get back to doing toys because I'm
Dan have a
dedicated to-
hangout. Dan have a giveaway tomorrow on the 27th, right?
Dan's is Monday on the 1st.
Yeah, on the 1st. The 1st is
Monday.
Well, I will ask him if I'm allowed to enter, and if I get chosen, then I tell them to send the filament to you.
You can talk with Dan about that because all I'm going to do is print toys with it. That's all I want it for.
Yeah, I support you in that.
Yeah, my printers are sitting idle right now because I have 0. I'm actually dry on filament, totally dry on filament, which is unusual for me because I normally have a backlog of 20 spools or so. I've actually run dry on the filament now. I've got nothing.
So people go over to his site or maybe post the link from your PayPal in there.
On Monday. I'll join Dan on Monday.
Yeah,
I'm in the same boat as you, so that's why I'm doing CNC stuff. Loyal's got I can't join Loyal's tomorrow because my astronomy club meeting is tomorrow night, so I need to be at that.
If I win filament on this stream, I will send it to you.
Thank you. Well, talk to Dan if he says okay. That's good. Thank you.
Oh no, Loyal Moses. I think is giving away filament too. So if I win filament of him, I send it to you.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a smartphone, Liam?
Yes.
Just keep it turned down low. Have one earbud in and go to your astronomy thing and watch Twitch.
I could probably do that. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Thanks for the help. Chat if you want to join. Let me just paste it in there. If you want to come in and join, Matt, you're always welcome.
Yeah, I really don't need another FDM printer, but I'm good right now with all of it. So,
if I could review anything right now on the planet, it would be a fiber laser and a really big resin printer. That's the only 2 things.
Oh, I would love a fiber laser.
That's the only 2 things I would want to review.
My fiance, she wants a laser.
Yeah, no, but I want a fiber laser.
I'd like to review a belt printer, but I don't really know how much I would use a belt printer after I did some videos on it.
I will see because I'm doing Toys for Tots. I would
be perfect for him.
That.
But that'll end soon, so the rest of the year you'd use it for something different, maybe.
No, I would use it for Toys for Tots. I would actually, because I've already asked IC3D if there's any toys they know they're going to have again and reuse next year. Because if they know there's models they're going to reuse, I will just have. I'll buy every now and again. I'll buy a 10-kilo spool of filament, stick it on that, and hit go, and let it run 24/7.
Matt, you can eat like this. You can go like this and be on stream.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kumamot. Bon appetit.
You can't join right now.
It's all right. We know you've got your teeth in. It's okay.
Oh, come on.
When I go out in public, honestly, when I eat in public, I have to go like this when I eat. My wife says, I don't like to do that. I said, Brandy, I don't have many teeth. I have to do this.
No, there was when I was growing up, there was a cartoon thing on the newspaper. Yeah, we actually got papers back then.
Always at a restaurant. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there was a cartoon thing on the newspaper and it's on the weekends, and it was called Gums, and it was a shark, a great white shark that has false teeth. Yeah, no problem, man. We know, but you're always welcome. Oh, a crab boil. Okay.
Yeah, if you get time, Matt, shoot me a name or something on Facebook, and I'll contact him, see what I can do. Which is usually nothing, but
Howdy ho.
hey.
That's all as high as I was gonna go. And then tomorrow, since I got tomorrow off, I'll probably go higher.
So yeah, the guys at Comro, it looks like they're going to send me the firmware, and I'm hopefully the source code as well for that CNC. I want to do a few tweaks to it.
Yeah, I wonder if that could be my problem on it. I have no idea.
Well, if they give me a version of
somewhere.
firmware, if they give me a firmware version, I can forward it to you, and you can actually reflash
Try it.
yours.
Yeah.
It won't do any harm, you know. Next week, you're always welcome. You know that.
Yeah, Matt.
But but hopefully I get the source code, because I do want to do a few tweaks, because my firmware doesn't have the homing feature.
That's crazy.
But so it's looking good, John.
Yeah, it's getting there.
You'll need to put in some really bright LED lights though in your garage.
Oh, I know. That's what I was saying. It absorbs all the light that I have left in this garage.
You should put in that white light. Put in a soft light. It'd be better. A soft yellowish light.
Warm light, yeah.
Yeah, a warm color would be good.
Yeah.
I've got two 8-foot tube lights that have double tubes, but they're not nearly as bright as these LED strips I put in the house. And
Yeah,
that's
because he's floating because he's practicing for Halloween, so he can levitate.
Uncle Fester.
Yeah, Fester. Oh, that's a good one. You should dress up as Uncle Fester, John, for Halloween.
Yeah, I done that one year.
That'd be a good fit.
Yeah,
for
I'm
you.
pale enough. So,
Yeah.
especially
All
in
you
this
need-
light. I actually
all
do
you
have
need to
some
do is
color. I
borrow
don't look like
someone's,
I have cancer again. Okay, I do have some color. It's just this garage
That's
lighting.
why I
is
said a
horrible.
warm light is your way to go. Not the bright white.
But I could, especially if I go like this, I could definitely.
All you need is the coat that comes up your sergeant. You could borrow if your wife has got a long coat with a fur collar. You could borrow that, and you could get away with being Uncle Fester.
Guess my work Mac got a software update, just rebooted.
Oh, what did you go to? The Big Sur?
I've had Big Sur on this. IT manager, I usually run the latest and greatest, but company pushes out updates all the time.
I know, yeah. For software patching. and so on.
You work there,
No, but my company is the same thing. So, and I used to do that as IT. So, yeah, security patching and all this kind of stuff. It's always the fun side of IT. The worst part is where I work for. They push out the updates, and it has to happen at 10 o'clock in the morning my time. Right when I'm busy in the middle of because that's the kind of like the middle of my day. Because I get up at 5 a.m. So I start doing emails and so on at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, make breakfast for your boy.
I do that too.
I know.
Yeah,
I'll be back shortly, guys. I'm gonna pop
Okay.
out for a minute. Bear.
Hey, Bear.
Hey, Bear.
Hey, puppy.
buddy, you're on camera.
He doesn't
bud.
care what he's on. He's saying, "I'm a bigger celebrity than you. I don't care."
Oh yeah. it's the Bear and Tripod show.
Take care, Matt.
Take care, Matt.
Bear is
Oh,
the
you
big
take it nice,
is
buddy.
the big
Make it nice.
the big celebrity on the show. Oh, he's so gentle.
Well, he wasn't being that gentle, and then you got Oreo over here. Where is she? Hold on.
Don't feed her an
Oh, there
Oreo.
she is. Yeah, I see her there.
There's Oreo.
Yeah.
She is not as obedient as Bear, so she's a little high strung. So she's not in any of the videos. Bear is a lot more obedient. Can I get a high five? Good boy. Can I get 10?
That's cool.
Come on. Can I get 10? Come on. Get Ariel. Come on. Good boy.
He's well trained. He's a very
Here.
obedient.
So watch. He's
No,
nice.
dogs train their masters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, kind of. Now that's more cats though. Cats train you to serve them. Cats do train people to serve them.
Cats are. I'm not gonna go there.
So, are you going to panel all the way down, or are you stopping at that height?
No, it's around that corner too.
No, but on that elevation, are you stopping at that point, or are you going all the way to the ground?
No, because it's worthless to go all the way to the ground because the workbenches go to that
You're
height.
putting benches in there, okay?
Yeah, because it's 35 inches actually from the ceiling down, because if the garage is on a slope and it pitches to the driveway for drainage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you look from the garage floor up, everything looks like an angle, but you have to look from the ceiling down, of course, because you got to look from your eye catches it from the ceiling. And there's actually the seam there is like a millimeter or two off, and I just couldn't. The panels just don't line up perfectly. I fought for it for almost an hour and a half, and the batch, when you get two batches, one had a white back on it, and the other one didn't. So, and there were two totally different runs.
Oh.
And it just I don't know if they're just off a little bit, but it's on the seam, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but it is a garage anyway. Like, it's going to become a workspace, but it's not like you're going to use it as for anything special, or it's not on the big display area or anything like that.
Well, it's my branding, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but it looks good. I like the dark color. It is, because it gives you a backdrop for anything you want to put on it now.
Well, and it's the same that I have behind me. It's the same color and everything.
Yeah.
And then I have a special aluminum one that they sent me. They sent me about $1,100 in product, and I've ordered the rest myself. It sounds like a lot, but when one box that's 8 feet by 4 feet is $200,
it's not
it doesn't
a lot.
go very long.
That's one wall.
Oh no, 8
Not
feet
even a
by
wall?
4 feet. Your average garage is
Yeah, but I said
22 by 22. And this is 8 foot ceilings.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it's not a lot of product that they sent me, but I'm still saying they sponsored me because they sent me the initial product.
Yeah.
I mean that product that they gave me, it was be enough for this wall. Yeah,
Jerry's on the Loyal Moses show.
He's in there.
Yeah.
What's that?
But how's things going for?
I have it running on my phone.
Oh, how's things going for your daughter's setup?
The craft corner is the craft corner. She's actually working on stuff right now.
Oh, is she busy?
So, yeah.
Lots of business. That's good.
Yeah, she's gonna be using one of my. I gotta teach her how to use one of the laser engravers.
Oh, the diodes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to learn. It's the hardest. You once you figure out your way around Lightburn, it's easy enough.
Yeah, and she's used to Cricut software. It's pretty similar.
So yeah, somewhat. Yeah. I don't have a Cricut. I don't have. I've used them. I don't have my own, but I've used them. Friends of mine have them, and I've borrowed it from time to time. I don't do vinyl or anything like that very often, so I don't. Owning one's kind of a waste of time for me. I'm going to do paper cuts. I'm going to paper cut stencils on my laser because I put up a new mailbox and mailbox stand, and I want to stencil on the numbers on the mailbox. So I'm going to use a laser to cut it out, and then I have a low tack adhesive. Actually, I have it here. This is a low tack spray adhesive. You spray it on and let it dry, and it's low tack, and then you stick it on in place, and then you can spray over it and you can peel it off afterwards.
I'm back.
Hey.
I went by Boyle's stream. I said hi, and now I'm making dinner. So I'll be back and forth between here and the kitchen.
Sure. Yeah. Doing anything good for dinner?
Pot stickers.
Oh, okay.
You put them in a skillet with a little bit of oil and water and steam them for 11 minutes and brown them.
I don't use oil when I make them. We just steam them only. We put them in the water on a hot pan, and then when the pan is really hot, you put them on, so they brown underneath a little bit, and then pour in water, cover them, and leave them for 5 minutes. Take them out, and they're done.
Yeah.
Talking about food.
I'm at Walmart.
Dan.
I want the pork, but also add the chicken. So I've been buying chicken lately from Walmart.
Yeah, but yeah, I do, but I don't use any oil. I just use water only.
Okay.
Dan the other day had some Cheetos, macaroni and cheese.
Don't knock it until you try it, Matt. I tried it. It's not bad. Okay.
I don't like mac and cheese though.
I got the.
I don't know. I don't like that either. Nacho, I like nacho cheese. Don't get me wrong, but. Right.
Okay.
It's not as bad as a Hot Pocket, Jerry, but man, you put those in the microwave or whatever, it's an explosion of lava in your mouth.
Oh, I put them on a skillet and I brown them and steam them.
Yeah, he cooks them properly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
I never have a Hot Pocket.
No, we buy big bags of them because my son is 15. He'd eat two servings of those on his own. At the age, when they're that age, they eat like crazy, right? So, but we get them, and he likes them a lot. And I like Cheetos as a snack, even the really hot and spicy ones. I don't like mac and cheese though. I'm not a fan of mac and cheese.
You need Velveeta cheese.
Those flaming hot, they're the best ones. They are the best Cheetos out there.
Well, that's what was the macaroni and cheese that Matt is puking about.
I know, but the Cheetos themselves I like. I just don't like mac and cheese.
You know where they decided to do that? There was like these YouTube short videos of like these people crushing these and putting it in macaroni and cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
since I don't eat mac and cheese ever, I think I've had mac and cheese once. I have had it once, and the one time I had it, Jerry yelling from the background. But I have eaten it once, and it's the only time that I ever really liked it. And I was actually in Turin in Italy, and it was a local restaurant, and it was their special of the day was their version of mac and cheese, and actually cooked in Italy. Right, I was in Italy for work, and we went up to this place. It was a farmhouse, and they make all their own fresh pastas and everything. Right, and so it's really, really good. And they had mac and cheese, and I said I'd try it because other people said it was really good. And that was the only time I had mac and cheese that I actually liked. I've never found any mac and cheese that I actually liked other than that.
Mika Steve, hello.
Yeah, it's a flaming hot Cheetos one that he's talking about. Yeah.
Oh, Takis.
What's Takis?
Takis is disgusting.
What is Takis? Jerry's eating dog biscuits.
I try almost any food that my dog eats.
Really?
Well, my dog hasn't. My dog hasn't.
I like to try a few treats, and then I'm like,
it keeps you down your food cost if you can buy a big box of Gibbles for yourself.
No, it was like these little nib treats, and they were like peanut butter flavor and this. I'm like, okay, it's peanut butter. Let's see how.
Oh, by the way, Matt, you're on the wrong microphone. By the way.
Again. All right.
Yeah. You default to the wrong microphone.
I assume that dog food and stuff, the treats for animals, the process isn't as clean as people food. I'm assuming, but I've never tried any dog animal treats.
No, see, no, So as I said, I'm not a big mac and cheese eater. I don't like it. I've eaten it once, but it was actually in a place in Italy where pasta came from, right? And it was good there. But I've tried other places and it never worked for me. I never liked it.
I like to take hot dogs. You cut up a hot dog, you grill it in a skillet. Then once you brown them real good, I dump that in the mac and cheese. That's real good to eat with it.
So what I do is I actually boil the hot dogs in with the noodles.
Okay.
And
Somebody else
take out the flavor.
Yep.
Somebody I heard they like mac and cheese with peas.
Yeah,
that's not bad. I like mine salt and pepper.
Now, so what's a tekis? What are techies or whatever they're called? What are they?
Yeah.
What are they? I've never heard of them.
Yes, Gary. That's how I keep my coat shiny.
Okay, John, I got a question. I asked this to Liam, so I didn't really know. Does jaw, does that mean yes, yes, yes? What does jaw mean?
Ha, ha, ha. I think that's what they were saying.
Oh, it means ha, ha, ha. Okay.
I think I was like, I didn't like it right away because I'm like, then I'm looking at the keyboard. The H is right next to the J. So I think they did that instead. The jaw.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that meant. I'm assuming, I didn't know. Okay.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, so
kielbasa. Kielbasa is good. Good. That's a good sausage. I like kielbasa.
I might eat some nice burrito. I mean, over here you can get really a good Mexican burrito.
Wow, man, you move fast.
Yeah.
It's only an hour later where you're at, huh? I thought it was 2 hours difference.
No, well, John is 1 hour behind me.
That's when I did the video.
Okay.
I like jalapenos. Yeah.
All right, quick.
Yeah, like I said, I was only going to do those rows.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of jalapenos.
And this
I like gyros and tzatziki too.
Yeah. Well, that's mild. No, for spicy food, like you spend a lot of time on getting that.
Oh, well, that piece, I broke the J channel that went underneath. Oh, I was so pissed, pissed off because that took me a long time to trim out. But yeah, it was.
Gary, I like sharp cheddar cheese. It's really good.
Yeah, I liked aged cheddar.
Yeah, aged cheddar's good. Yeah.
Like
it has to be sharp. It has to be sharp cheddar, not the mild. The aged sharp.
How about a YouTube show where you invite your guest and Uber have to get your meal and the other person's meal?
Windaloo's good. Say that again?
A live show.
Hey, John, read that.
So I lost my leg. Well, it was removed from me by the doctor. I should be politically correct. I never lost it. It was taken from me. So my senior year in high school, this girl kept on calling me a faker. And I said, yeah. I said, it works because I got out of gym class. So.
Yeah.
I mean, all these other people got out, would sit out and pretend they were injured. But.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
that top row though. That's why I've been waiting for my brother to get over here because that run on that ladder, it's amazing the difference. I did this top row here, but it's such a difference in height from this part of the garage to the end.
Yeah.
That the top row is too
hard for you to reach.
Yeah, no, it's just too iffy. So I got gym class at the age of 14. So I even with the cancer in my leg, with a swollen knee that I didn't know was cancer at the time when I was 15, I was still participating in gym class, and I could barely even run. It sucked. But yeah, it's I'm taking it.
Well, you had a genuine reason to get out of gym class, right?
What after
that? You had a genuine reason to get out of gym class at a point.
Oh yeah, I mean I couldn't do anything the other students did, so
yeah.
Did you make us some, Jerry?
Jerry's just sitting down to have his dinner.
Yeah, you should have cooked for us. Send it per Uber to us.
Uber won't drive across the ocean.
Oh yeah. No, I do want Uber does deliver food too in America, right?
They
Yeah,
do.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Yeah, Just Eat, yeah.
It's
Like,
called
get a
Uber
food-
Eats. Is what it's
But
called.
we got
Like get a
Grubhub.
food. Yeah.
Yeah,
we got other-
Get a
When you
company
order-
to sponsor a live stream where you get some famous people and you have, let's say, dinner with friends or whatever,
Are we not
and,
famous enough for you, Matt?
and then
All people-
then order the
people are people,
food
they just have
and then
different
time
jobs.
him of how fast he gets it and how fast I gets it, and both meals have to arrive at the same time to have a perfect meal. You know,
We're all
That
the
would be
same
fun, I
people.
think.
Somebody does something different than another person.
What's the What's that? What's the Packy challenge?
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't do any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you don't know. Let's look what the Packy challenge is.
I don't know, but it's like that Tide Pod challenge is stupidity. You know, I don't understand.
Well,
You know,
that's
it's-
what that's the type. Stuff like that is just called natural selection. You get rid of the
Yeah,
pigs.
they're all Darwin Awards. Applicants is what they are. I don't understand it.
Pacquiao challenge.
I think it's
I don't know.
Japanese.
The only Packy I know is
Oh, I know.
Coffee.
Okay, I know that. I didn't know that's what it was called.
What
It
is
is
it?
the one chip challenge. It's made with the hottest crap you could
Oh,
find.
I've heard of it. All right.
Yeah. I didn't know that's what it was. They will ship you the one chip, and you have to eat it.
I like
I
spicy
mean,
food.
Yeah, but that stuff you can't eat probably. That's gonna
I don't
burn
know.
your guts up.
I have a very high tolerance for spice. It needs to be extreme for me. Like when I was in India, they do some of the restaurants say if you ask for spicy food and they say we are what level, and if you're not sure, they bring you out a chili board with a series of chilies numbered 1 to 10, and you try them and bite them and chew it, and wherever you stop, you say it's too hot, they go back one step, and I got to 9. So I got a pretty high tolerance for spicy food. Like we make a lot of really spicy food here at home as
I
well.
like things with a bite, but not hot.
No, I like it really. I like really spicy food.
I like it to where I just start to beat up and sweat, and that's about it. And then
Yeah, no, I find
once it loses, then it just loses flavor. It's just battling hot.
well for me is my the way I see it is if your ears don't buzz after it, it's not spicy enough.
Then it's
Yeah, it needs to burn 3 times. It needs to burn in the mouth, in the stomach, and when you go to you know where.
Yeah.
it
Should be as hot
that's
going
not
as
that
it comes
enjoyable
out.
when it burns coming out. Okay, it's like why do I? do
Jerry's
this to
eating his
myself?
dinner and we're talking about this, guys.
Fine.
Well, it's part of making, right? You're making it.
You're making something.
Yeah, you're making it come out.
No, but I like really, really spicy food. I do. I've always eaten like the spiciest of foods.
When I order a chicken fried steak with gravy, I put Tabasco sauce in the gravy to give it a little bit of a bite. Not hot, but just to spice up the
But see,
gravy a little bit.
Tabasco sauce is not spicy to me. It's not hot.
It's not spicy.
That's
I put it on
very
my
mild.
eggs in the morning.
Like jalapenos, I'll pick up a jalapeno and I'll chew it.
Yeah, I'm not that brave to.
Jalapenos don't bother me at all. A habanero, I will eat habanero spiced foods, no problem. So I have a pretty high tolerance for it. So
The original.
Original excluded.
Yeah.
yeah, probably. No, but
It
so,
all
like,
comes crappy
I don't
out.
mind. Yeah, spicy food has never bothered me. I've always liked spicy foods, and everywhere. When I was in Singapore, when I lived in Singapore, there's some of the locals there that get spicy food and they'd be eating it, and you could see the perspiration beading out of their heads, right? They spend half their time there mopping their brow, from the spice, and then that's what they eat all the time, and I'd be there eating it away, the same stuff that they're eating, and it wouldn't faze me. So everyone's different, I know, but that is correct. Well, to a point, it's correct. But yeah, I like a lot. I really like spicy foods. I've always have. Like, we even learned how to make our own curries and so on because we actually buy the individual spices and grind them ourselves. So
I
we
know a
actually,
place in Los
Mortar and
Angeles
pestle.
what sells the hottest pepper in the world. It's
it's
like
a ghost pepper.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, ghost pepper. And I mean, that thing's supposed to be really hot. I never tried it, but
No, I've never tried that.
my brother has some hot sauce made out of it,
Cayenne's not that
and
spicy. Mm.
he collects hot sauces. My brother.
Yeah, we grow our own peppers every summer. The small, really hot and spicy pad thai ones. Well, we grow them ourselves and then we dry them and we use them throughout the year.
Jalapeno
Good stuff.
poppers are really good if they take the seeds out. I've had those a lot, wrapped in bacon, filled with cream cheese, as long as they don't have the seeds on them.
Well,
Okay, you
seeds
guys
are
are making my
the
mouth
part.
water here, okay? Because I mean, I do like spicy foods. So
Yeah, well, the seeds are the spiciest part.
I
yeah.
think
Once
we're
you
all
remove the seeds,
hungry
you're removing
here.
a lot of the spice.
Well, and that's when I make my jalapeno chicken. I leave some of those seeds in there for my marinade.
Yeah,
But,
kimchi is good as well, but that's again, kimchi is not spicy, but it's really good. It's
Oh.
fermented cabbage. Yeah.
Speaking of burning, that M1 laser is gonna. I should get it sometime next month in November.
Ooh, I want to see that in operation. Then I'll be sending you a list of stuff to engrave for me.
Yeah, it is a DPSS.
Oh, so it is DPSS. I thought it might have been. Remember
Yeah,
we
it's
discussed
well,
this?
it's got the 1064 nanometer wavelength.
Okay, that's UV.
Yeah, I said it's
Yeah.
infrared.
Is it IR 1064? Is not infrared, is it? No, it's well, maybe.
Hold on. Yeah, 1064 nanometer. I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. I mean, it's not going to engrave deep like a traditional fiber laser, but it definitely engraves every type of metal, which is what I really want. I mean, they said if you do, multiple passes, it'll carve a lot deeper, but the initial pass is.
That
You know,
cornet-
they use a low intensity 1064 as part of weight loss programs because it penetrates deep into the muscle and actually speeds up metabolic process.
Trevor was making some coins for Space Force. Do you see those? He posted them like a week
Yeah,
or
I
so
did. Yeah,
ago.
they look really good.
That
That's
one he
okay,
sent me, it looks like a $50. It's like really deep, like a $50. It's like, wow, that's amazing.
That was on his 50 watt.
Yeah, I mean, a 20 watt could do it, but it has to do so many passes.
Yeah, no, the 50 watt will do in about 3 or 4 passes. But yeah, but I've seen DPSS engraved metal. It really etches. It doesn't go very deep, but it etches. But it's really good. It's nice though, and actually it'd be good if you want to barcode stuff or put names on stuff and so on. It'll do a nice job.
Yeah, and plus compared to even a 20 watt fiber laser, it's still half the price.
Yeah, but it is a frequency of wavelength of light wavelength that they use in for. Do you ever see where they do this laser treatment for weight loss?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's
that's what they're
also
using.
for skin as well.
Yeah, but that's what they
Because-
use. They use 1064. They often use 1064 because it penetrates deeper under the skin.
Just burn off your tongue and that'll solve it right there. Help.
Well, actually, you can put your hand underneath and it won't do anything.
Yeah, but you'll feel your hand. You'll feel the skin underneath get warm. You'll actually feel your hand, your limb warm.
And they say technically you don't even have to wear safety glasses, but they still recommend.
Yeah, well, it's out. Yeah, because IR can damage the eye, or it can. But yeah, but that's what they use for laser fast treatment. They use that, and what it does is actually it excites the cells inside it and breaks up the fat under the skin. And it's deep penetrating is the reason why they use that frequency.
I've got to go get the laser and start aiming at my stomach.
Yeah,
What did you say, Jerry? So that's why he's buying this laser because he's starting a fat burning clinic in his garage.
You have all the girls lined up. Put your leg here.
Now we know the real reason behind all of it.
As soon as the garage is set up too, because I got all the stuff for my giveaway too, but I just don't. I wanted to with the garage, at least very close to being complete. You know, have nice lighting and everything for it. And plus, I only queried like 3 companies that already sent me stuff, so I haven't really queried anyone else yet because I knew I wasn't ready. Someone just said, "When you're ready, then ask."
Look at that! You see that light?
Yeah, that looks nice.
I tried this on the Congo, and it wouldn't work. I couldn't get it to work, so I threw it on the K40, and I was watching a YouTube video, and somebody in comments said that they did this and did that. The guy in the video agreed with them, so my first burn, I cut all the way through it and cracked it. So I took my second piece of this, and Liam recommended some settings. I tried it, and it burned perfect, so it came out great.
See, so Jerry, despite what you say, I'm good for something.
Yeah.
I got one of those. But I threw my top away. My little plastic piece.
Yeah, even with that tempera paint, for acrylic, it just doesn't.
No, it won't, because what happens is it passes through it.
Well, it also etches that black into it. So you're not going to get that nice clear, and that's why I had to make sure that when people saw the glass that I did, your color is going to come into that glass. You can't stop it.
No.
And it etched great.
The Niji might work, but I don't know. I'd have to ask the LA hobby guy. But
I mean, it etched really nice.
Yeah.
But it like right in you can see the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it came out a lot better than I thought it was going to.
A CO2 laser would not. You don't need to paint it.
No.
Did you reverse that so you're looking at it through the glass, or did you burn it on the top?
I burned it on the top.
Okay.
Now, with your DPSS, you will still have to coat it.
Well, I'm only using it for metal. I'm not going to use
it. Okay, because it will do that. It will do glass.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically what you're doing, you're getting it to fracture the glass on the surface. Is what it's doing.
No, if I'm going to do like glass or something, or I'm going to just get CO2. Yeah. I mean, it's not worth.
And don't go Glowforge, because they do everything.
I already bashed Glowforge enough, so because, like I said, I'm not a fan of anything that's connected to the web, and has to be.
Yeah.
I'm never going to buy anything that, even if they send it to me, I'll probably would resell it, because I told them I wouldn't want it, or any of its competitors that does the same thing in that same.
Does the X-Tool CO2 laser, does that go to the web? I'm not sure.
The X2 has proprietary software that may not be compatible. That the guy's channel that I said that he did that X. You're talking to X-Tool, right?
X-Tool, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of challenged him, and he deleted my comment. So.
But is it web based, or like does it need cloud access, or is it local?
No, it has its own engraving software.
I'm sure people have hacked
it,
right?
Not bad.
Everybody hacks everything.
But a fiber laser has its own software that's tied to that machine.
And this one does too. But I'm talking about web has to be connected to the web. I could care less if it has proprietary software.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the M1 laser has its own. It looks like a lot like Lightburn. So I'm okay with something that has an intuitive interface.
Mm-hmm.
The X-Tool has a very basic interface, but if it works, I have no problems with it.
Yeah, because you can design outside of that and bring in the SVGs into it.
Yeah.
But or the DXFs or whatever format you want. But I don't like stuff that requires internet connectivity. That's an issue for me, because it's using bandwidth. And everything you do gets sent to the cloud, and I don't like that. That's why the Comgrow Wi-Fi box, I was given 2 of them. One I did a giveaway. I did as a giveaway. And what was his name in Florida? What's his name? Daniel won it, and I sent it to him. I don't know if he's ever used it or not, but he won it.
Daniel.
Yeah. And but I have another one there. I'm gonna wipe it out and reinstall Clipper on it. I'm gonna use Clipper. I'm thinking of putting Clipper on my my Ender 5 Plus.
I got a tablet for my sister, an RCA, 4 or 5 years old, with a little keyboard detachable. I want to hook that up to my MPCNC.
Yeah. So yes, Steve, yeah, you cannot use the Glowforge with their software does everything in the cloud. You have to have internet connectivity. You cannot even print. If your internet goes down, your print stops.
Yeah. And the X-Carve, I was on a stream and Brian Carnes was on there, and I said I won't buy the X-Carve for two reasons. It has really thin rails, and it has to be always connected to the internet. And he just did not. He ripped me a new one, and I'm like, hey, this is my don't. This is
Yeah, I
mine.
don't
Why
like.
I'm not buying it. I'm not saying for anyone else. Those are the two reasons. It's overpriced, thin rails, and it has to be always connected.
Yeah.
Those three, and the Pro, ridiculous overpriced, $7,000 for that damn thing.
Yeah.
No way.
Well, that X-Carve the Papa's Workshop has, it's got belts on it. Because Liam was talking, and Tom Mama was talking about a screwdriver. The one that he has is belt driven, and I don't see $2,000 sitting there. Or
No,
It's
2,500.
a smaller
It's like,
machine as well, but
I'm
that's a
not
smaller
seeing all that
machine.
money there. Where's the money at?
A 4x4, Jerry. 4x4 for $2,000.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
You can build one cheaper with screws.
Jerry has the knowledge. He with his building his little your little laser CNC. It's the
Yeah.
same damn thing.
Yeah.
You
Sure,
put
he
some-
already has one. He's
Yeah.
already built one. He's built a CNC already.
Oh, you
He
got
got
one?
an
Didn't
MP
need CNC in the garage.
Oh, I didn't know that you did one.
Yeah, so he got an MP
I,
CNC. so-
I finished it last May, over a year ago. I finished it, and I finally got the electronics working on it.
Yeah, so he's built. What's the build? 3x3?
3x3, and a build the actual area I can work with is 2 foot by 2 foot.
So you can all you have to do is extend the rails and then go in and modify, and then you now have a bigger machine, right?
X-Carve
Yeah, I'm looking for the video of it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the
I said
X-Carve is a
you
four-
just need to.
That's the XL, right? The 4x4 is the XL for the X-Carve, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jerry, like, with what you have already, Jerry, all you have to do is extend the rails, and you can make it a bigger machine. Whatever
Tripod.
size you want.
There's a picture of a tripod.
Here, let me bring it up. There you go.
Nice.
I took the sides off so I could work on it, but I have a door that opens up to help try to keep the noise down. But I built that. I finished it last May, and I just recently got it working because I've just been stuck in my hobby room doing other stuff, not going out in the garage working on it.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
can-
go ahead.
I'm not saying there's like old Commodian said about doing an Ender 3 to print it. You can build your own CNC. There's open builds out there where you can get the settings and you get all the files that you need. It even tells you what firmware, what board to buy. The whole works.
The same as
And
resin
firmware
printers. There's
development.
Discord groups for resin printers. I forget the man's name I had on around 7 months ago. Ron, I can't remember Ron, the Happy Extruder. I think I have that right. Chad, help me out. Ron, the Happy Extruder, was talking about a group he was involved in, and a lot of companies that make resin printers, before they ever started their company, they were on that group learning how to do this, how to do that. And it may not look as fancy as a resin printer, but it's still the basics. Build any size you want. But
Yeah. Steven said he hasn't seen your MPCNC working. You have video of it working, do you?
yeah, let me find
But
it.
he got it working. He was cutting with it today. Doing some test cuts.
I just started tinkering with it, cutting today.
Yeah.
Figure out what
Got
the
the
video.
bugs out of the E steps and so on today, so it's working today.
No, I'm not going to be ready for a CNC machine for a while, but I originally thought about the X-Carve a long time ago, and then the more I saw like that against the Shippuku, whatever it is.
Sure, if you're going to spend that much money, why not just buy the one from Rat Rig? They have a CNC.
Oh no, I'm just saying in general. I saw the guy do it side by side, and he was talking about the rails and everything. He's like, normally, if you're going slow, it's not that big of a deal. But once you start kicking it up, I mean, he was showing the wobble on those rails, and it's just, if it was on 4040 extruded aluminum or something like that, yeah. But
You
these
can
people-
you can build a CNC using angle iron.
Yeah. Then I was, I know. Because the plasma tables, I was looking at these guys that were trolling me or trolling the that CNC, plasma CNC that I got coming.
Yeah.
They were trolling it, saying, "Oh, you should have gotten this plasma table." And I was like, "What? $1,600 for all angle iron? I mean, that's all it is with two stepper motors. No, and Arduino
NEMA
Nano.
23s, yeah.
But yeah, it's
Jerry, the link to where you got yours, you should post the link there to where you got to build for yours. Steven said he's interested in building one, so
Yeah, v1engineering.com.
v1engineering.com. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
And
guys.
it's open source, so.
And they're over
I'll
on
see
Facebook
you.
also. All the
I'll see you
files.
later.
Matt's officially leaving.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, I'm
Take care,
falling
Matt.
asleep now.
Take care.
Thank you for the invite.
Of course.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Tripod. I noticed on Papa's workshop, when he deletes a file, he always hits cut. He doesn't scroll down to delete. Have you noticed that?
Well, cutting doesn't delete a file.
Well, when he's on his screen taking things away, he just clicks cut. It's at the top of his list. Where I cut and paste, but when I get rid of things, I usually hit delete. But on his streams, I notice he's always using cut.
Old curmudgeon, all you have to do is build a normal CNC and you mount your plasma head on it. So you just design a head for it. Because the only difference is on between a CNC and plasma is the amount you lift, right? So you won't be lifting up and down, and you'll only be doing top surface. But you can, and there are other stuff with regards to plasma you have to tune. But in general, a CNC machine with an adapter that will actually mount the plasma head, you can use that as a plasma cutter. You just have to set the speeds and so on, and then each time it moves from one location to another is Z up and then down again. And there is a lot more settings. I know there is, John.
No. Okay. If you're mixing up a CNC with a plasma cutter, I would not recommend it at all, because your waste boards are totally different. Okay.
Yeah, because you need to have a water board on your plasma.
You're going to have on your CNC just whether it's just an MDF or something underneath.
Yeah.
When you have your plasma, you're going to have a water table underneath, and you're going to have metal iron slats across.
Yeah, metal runs.
So this is why I'm not a fan of multi-purpose machines.
No, I don't mean multi-purpose. I mean you
But I'm
could
just
build
saying,
the same frame as a CNC and mount it over a water table with the slats, and it's the same function. You just need an adapter to hold your plasma cutter. So you could use the same mechanism on top, but what's underneath would be different.
Yeah, it's just a lot of that looks cool, and those rails look beefy, and that's just pipe, right?
It's just conduit, yeah.
It's aluminum conduit, right?
Yeah, conduit like you get a Lowe's or Home Depot. I should have used stainless, which I didn't, but like I said, I just got it running off to wait and see if it holds up, if it bows at all, being 3 foot by 3 foot. A lot of people build them a lot smaller. I'll just have to wait and see if I need to upgrade or change anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's an the MPCNC. Yeah, correct. So
they have a new version out called a Primo, a newer version out that came out with.
Cool. But so you can, as I said, the same mechanism that controls a CNC can be used to manage a plasma, but you do have a different bed underneath, because you need to have a water table, because it's actually pushing molten metal through as it cuts. So you need to have a water table to capture all of that and cool it, because otherwise you're putting molten metal and you can't do it on a wooden surface like you would with a normal.
Yeah,
CNC.
I mean, you could technically, if you're doing smaller cuts, you don't need the water table as much, but it controls all that stuff and just keeps it in the water table. I mean,
yeah, but the mechanisms are basically the same. It's only XYZ coordinates. That's all it uses. Let's see. I think I already have an 85 amp plasma. I didn't want to buy the whole system.
Yeah, I have that new 100 amp sub panel, but they put only a 60 in there, and I don't think I'm gonna be pushing any more than 60 anyways. But they said if the electrician said no, if you want to push more, just let them know. They'll swap it out. And it's just another. Well, I mean, it's just running the. I mean, it's along the side here. That that one piece of conduit that's underneath
Yeah.
the window, that's the 60 amp. So it's not like it's a lot of wire. So, and a breaker.
I mentioned to Loyal last night off camera when the stream was over, he should 3D print one of those money guns like they have at the strip joints, have it gold and have LM on it, and then he can shoot play money on his Twitch streams. Just pull the trigger on his guns, let it start shooting cash everywhere.
You just give him ideas, he'll do it.
Yeah. I'm sure
then-
somebody has a design out there if they make them for real money.
I don't know. I haven't looked, but I'm sure it'll be easy enough to mock it up. You know.
Yeah, Olga Munch. That's what I'm saying. At least the run is not that long for the breaker and the wire. You're only looking at about 8 feet of wire and a breaker. Not too bad.
I can't wait to see your the M1 and the plasma as well. The plasma robot.
The Arc Droid.
Yeah.
That Arc Droid. Oh, I can't wait for that Arc Droid.
What is its maximum area you can cut?
And the Arc Droid. Sorry. A vinyl thing did not work for Maddie. She's a little upset. It's 16 by 22. 16 and a half by 22.
Okay.
Inches.
That should be okay for most stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about making, bracketry and most, fabricating stuff for the ATVs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Groggy Knot, you can actually use closed loop steppers, NEMA 23 closed loop steppers, and you'll get that because they have encoders in the steppers, and the closed loop helps it remember where it was. So if anything gets pulled out of alignment, it can return if the control board supports it. So so you could use a 3D printer control board and closed loop steppers, and it's really good at remembering where it was. So if it got snagged, like it was moving fast and something jammed it, something snagged it up, it will actually home itself and then go back out to where it was last time. I've seen 3D printers do it. So yeah, a closed loop stepper can do an awful lot of that. The only thing about closed loop steppers don't do is you get small snags, like you get caught up on a piece of on a print a little bit. It won't do it. Yeah. So closed loop steppers are nice, and if you get the 0.9 steps, not the 1.8, which is the normal stepper motors you get out there, you actually have finer control detail because the steps are half the size. They cost more, but the steps are half the size. But that's how I know one 3D printer company who are working on an IDEX right now, and they are actually putting closed loop steppers on their IDEX printer. And I saw a video of them while it was printing. One of the guys came along, grabbed the print head, and yanked it all the way across the x-axis. And the thing went off and it homed itself, came back out and started continued printing again.
Yeah, Teaching Tech did that, one of those. But he used a big Tree Tech thing.
Well, it's Maker Pi. Their P3 Pro, is the one I believe is going to have the closed loop steppers on it. So they're developing that right now. It's actually being tested, and they should be shipping them out pretty soon. They should be ready for production, I'm guessing, before the year is out.
I wonder if Thingiverse ever shut down, who would take over their files and move them to a new site? But sure, we have Fangs and we have other groups like Yegi and different places, Cults 3D, but there's so much stuff that people design that only goes to Thingiverse. All that information needs to go somewhere.
It'll be lost. Because if they shut down, you have no access to the data in the back end.
Well, unless they would have to do something with it. I'm assuming it's on some server, it's on
AWS
somewhere.
It's on AWS, so that's Amazon Web Services.
Yeah,
that's running on, and that's where a lot of big companies are going right now, because it's a playground for time, basically. So it's cheap hosting.
Actually, no, it's not. AWS is the most
expensive. That's where I was going to get to. Or if you're just hosting like a website with very minimal stuff, it's cheap. But once you start storing stuff, depending on which cloud storage you go with, it could be very, very expensive.
It's like a big
It's
giant
very
Amazon warehouse full of computers to print farm, right? But computer farm,
yeah. It's basically
high
somebody else's
security and
computer.
everything. Yeah,
Everything in the cloud is on somebody else's computer. It's not on your
Yeah.
hardware. It's on somebody else's hardware. You're renting use of it.
yeah.
And AWS put it like a lot of companies. When AWS came out, a big cloud, right? A lot of people went to the cloud. They put a lot of resources in the cloud, right? Here's the issue: you try and move off AWS, it will bankrupt your company to try and get your data out of there because of the cost of because there's ingress and egress fees. And when they started out, they were doing free ingress. You can get data in there easily. Getting your data out, every time you take data out of the cloud, you pay for moving that data.
Yeah, because we use AWS, and then we also use other cloud storage that's cheaper
Mm-hmm.
for long-term storage because we basically don't have any tape backups in our data centers anymore. Almost everything now is moving towards AWS.
Well, one of the
So-
products that I manage, Olkamudjan, is a cloud solution, and we do not use AWS. We usually do it through Azure,
Yeah,
because they have Azure, even Oracle Cloud allow you so much free in and out before they start charging.
yeah,
right?
we use AWS and Glacier. So
Okay. Yeah, no, we use Azure though as well. For my one of the products I manage is a cloud archiving solution, and it's all on Azure, and it could be a lot. Like if we went to AWS, it probably cost us 5 times the price, and
Yeah.
we spend a lot of
Oh.
money on that.
yeah, so I threw yeah, I have a NAS. I got a 50 terabyte NAS for home that I need to start maintaining a lot better.
Yeah,
I threw in the private chat. I threw for Old Gramunchin the art droid. If you want to pull it up, Liam.
yeah.
Since I didn't know that he had a plasma.
I can just share it out, and he can download it. Let's
You got
copy
YouTube
the link.
open?
Yeah, no, it's all right. I'm just pasting it to him.
Oh no, it's instead of on YouTube, I put it to their website.
Yeah, so there's the link there. So yeah, like Office 365 in the cloud, they've rebranded to M365. They do not charge for ingress or egress fees there because you pay for the service. But anything with cloud computing, you pay for the amount of time, you pay for storage, you pay for CPU, you pay for memory, and putting data in there. Some offer I give you so much free ingress, and then you are paying when you go over that threshold, and some allow so much free egress, taking stuff out, and you pay for anything beyond that. But AWS, they charge for everything. Even here's one thing that most people don't know: if you're moving it from one part of Amazon, one zone, to the next, they charge you because you're moving out of one into the other. So you have egress and ingress fees, and some of the others don't do that, but Amazon does, right? And so they nickel and dime you all over the place.
Yeah, you need to basically just host there, and that's it. Don't do anything really, anything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
50 terabytes, that's small.
What's that?
He says 50 terabytes. That's nothing. That's tiny.
For home use.
Oh yeah, I got bigger than that, but okay.
What do you have for home use? How much?
I got 150.
Were you running a Synology or what are you running?
I'm running a HP setup.
Here you go, my Jim.
HP driver is.
Yeah, I'm just running Synology. So
yeah, no, I have HP driver, but see, I have Astro images on there. I use the processing power and so on. But
yeah, and Amazon, so I was going to back up my data to like Box.com because it's unlimited data for $10 a month or something like that. And and they don't charge any of that egress fees or anything.
Yeah, because they use their own data centers and they just use storage is what they charge it for. Yeah.
But Ogre Munchin, that Artroid is what I backed on. And that should be here in January. So, so I need to pick out a plasma. I'm probably going to start out with more of a home use one, not 85 amp like what you have, but go with like a 40 or a 60 amp, which is that's why I went with the 60. And 60 will be the peak anyways. It's only for home fabrication of small things here and there, but I need to pick that up.
Yeah, but
sometime soon.
yeah, you should before you go to the cloud, guys. You should always check it out. And one other thing that most people don't realize as well: if you put data in the cloud, they don't back it up. It's still your responsibility.
On my computer I'm on here, I got 2 terabytes. My C drive is full. I've got
Yeah.
about 5 gigs free, and my D drive is 3/4 full.
You know what
I
You know what I did, Jerry, for the longest time?
I got a portable terabyte somewhere. Flash
Thumb
drive.
drive.
Yep.
That's what I used to put my
256 a gig
yeah.
for like 20 or 15 to 20
Yeah, they're
bucks.
cheap. Yeah.
And
used
I
to
just
put all my
dump it all on
SDLs
there.
on them.
Yeah. What's that?
But I'm wondering if they ever go bad, then we're all screwed on everything. We lose everything. So
Okay, so
Well-
here's the problem. This is just IT talk right now. Is you want more of what's called solid state stuff that doesn't move. Your hard drives, a lot of them are going to be spinning like a record player.
both
right?
of mine are solid state on my
And
new
those
computers.
mechanical. Yeah, but also solid state has a wear limit too that people don't talk about.
It's
okay?
about it's got a write limit. Yes, but
Yeah.
I
I still call it a wear limit because it will wear out. Okay.
they do, yes, over time, yeah.
But it's not, if you're not writing to it as often, like you have a flash drive, right? You're not going to be writing to it as often. The chance of that failure is basically 0. You have to corrupt it by not taking it out correctly or something versus, it's write limit of, there we go. See, Ogre Munchins. He's knowledgeable.
The only
Yeah.
thing, I haven't played a game called Elite Dangerous in VR in a long time, but I have like 3 billion credits, and that's the only thing that would make me cry is that game crashed and I lost all those credits. It took me a very long time to earn them. My STLs, like most people, I've got hundreds, if not thousands of them, and most of them can be replaced if I ever needed them, or I'll get new ones. But the credits in that game, I don't ever want to lose those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a cheap thing until I still don't have my NAS fully up and running yet because I'm going to mount it in here somewhere. And I, like I said, I want to back it up to like box.com or something. So that way I'm always backing it up because you have the failure of your spinning disks.
Yeah.
Those big, storage medias are still going to be a physical hard drive with a spinning disk on the inside. And they're going to be more prone to failure rates than a solid state. But again, solid state has a lifespan too. And you're screwed either way.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
Technology goes from this to that to this to that.
Yeah,
and Ogre is 100% right. You use for your OS, you use the SSD solid state
for
and
speed.
And then you use your regular spin up disks for your backup.
Yeah, but and if you're going to do regular spin up disks for backup, have them in an array, so that way you can afford to lose a disk and you can rebuild it by swapping out a drive.
Yeah.
If you don't have an array and they're just individual disks, if the disk is gone, you have to pay a couple of $100 to get the data restored.
Oh, that's on the cheap end.
I got a couple terabyte portables I don't use anymore. They're silver. They sit in a little stand like an Xbox or somewhere.
Yeah, I have some of those lying around there too. But box is different, but there's no guarantee that they'll retain your data. If you read their terms of service, if the system goes down and data is lost, they don't accept any responsibility of that.
Right? It's still something to back up to.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree. But if you're using anything else, like if you're like a website in the cloud or if you're whatever like that, if you don't set up backups of that data, they don't back it up.
It's like if YouTube gets mad at me and bans me, takes my videos down, I lost all my content.
Correct.
I delete them after I upload them. I don't have room on my hard drives to keep them.
Yeah, I agreed. But I'm just saying, if data is gone, YouTube can delete your channel at any time whenever they want, and you have no comeback on it. But if you have, let's say, a virtual machine, a VM in the cloud that you use for hosting data, if you don't back that up, even as a company, and you don't back that up, they accept no responsibility for data loss. It is your responsibility as the end user, as the owner of that data, to back it up, even though.
Okay, so Jerry, a VM is called a virtual machine. So it's like you working on your computer, but you're logged on to another computer in a data center.
Okay.
So that's so. Yeah, explain a little bit more there.
I'm sorry.
Astro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
think of the audio.
So I'm a tech head. So I speak jargon all day long.
I don't back up to any kind of a cloud or anything, and I see ads for it all the time, but I'm not.
Yeah, I back up to my local NAS, and that's in a RAID 10, is what I have set up. No, sorry, RAID 50. So it's a stripe set with a mirror is what I have.
So
it's a shame red light's not on here.
But with your mirror, you're losing data, and that's another thing that people
losing
don't
capacity. I'm not losing data. I'm losing capacity.
Capacity.
Yeah, but I don't mind that because it's all about redundancy. Because a RAID stripe, the RAID 5, allows a drive to fail and it will recover. It will keep working while I do a hot swap, and I do have spares. I do have hot spares. But a mirror set allows me to lose another drive at the same time. So I can lose 2 drives, or no, because I have advanced data guard enabled. I can lose 3 drives and still function.
Yeah, we have at work. We have a SAN, which is basically almost the same thing, but it's a mirror.
Network, yeah.
It's a mirror for, and then it was on a tape backup, and now but we're backing up a 250 terabyte system to the cloud, and that's very expensive. That's why we use Glacier.
Which service are you using for it?
What's that? It's
Which
AWS.
backup are you using?
It's through AWS.
Are you using their backup system? You're not using.
I mean, we use a proprietary software on it, but
it's not NBU by any chance, is it?
No.
Okay.
But I'm still old school. I'd rather see tape running tape on there because it's still cheaper and still easier.
But it's more prone to damage.
You cycle your tapes, and you
I've done it.
LDO 9 or whatever it is, and it's still a lot cheaper and it's a lot faster to get your data back than pulling it down from the cloud.
Yeah, or you use the new thing now instead of using tape is use storage arrays with a backup front end like NBU appliances or anything like that as the front and then it stores on disk, so restoring data is really fast.
Yeah, but when you're talking about local storage and you're trying to retrieve it back, LDO is still the fastest.
Yeah. Well, no, disk storage is faster.
No, I'm talking, but you're not taking a disk offline and putting it at like your Iron Mountain and then bringing it back.
No, what you do
I'm
is
talking about true offline disaster recovery,
Yeah.
pulling the data back, getting your site back up and running.
Then then retrieving disks or retrieving something and bringing it on site to restore is faster. Yeah, I agree. Basically for large data sets. My WAN is faster than most websites.
Yeah, he's sniffing his filaments.
Well, I'll be around. We'll be wrapping up soon, actually. But yeah, I don't know if I will. But if you win anything, you said you'd give it to me, so thank you. Matt had said he'd send it if he's going to enter, and if he wins anything, he'll get Loyal to send it to me so I can use it for the ties. So I'm still waiting on material yet. So,
but yeah, so I can't wait for those two machines to arrive. That's gonna be awesome.
I have a laser. I have a laser here. I have another laser coming.
I'm talking about the stuff I backed. I'm not talking about anything that I have 2.
Oh no! I'm not backed. No.
Yeah,
I haven't. I don't back Kickstarters really.
Well, I'm not a fan of them either. Yeah, but those two, I know that. Okay, so where the M1 is, they're actually a real company, so I'm not worried about. And ArcDroid is a startup, and that's where, and they're already in production. So.
Well, that's good then.
I want a Boston Dynamics dog, but I know there's a knockoff version, but it's still partially 3D printed, and it's too expensive. But I would love to have one of those remote control dogs. That'd be cool.
There's something that was posted on Facebook by one of the people that left like Reality or something. It was like that robot dog thing. It's small. It's only about this big, right?
Yeah. I think it's like
runs.
$500, something 3D printed, a Kickstarter. I seen it a couple days ago. Because Boston
yeah.
Dynamics is $80,000, and there's another knockoff that I've seen out of China where it's mostly, it looks like extrusion. It doesn't look, it's not built as nice, and it's like 20 grand or something.
And it's probably
I don't
not as
remember.
smart either.
But
The Boston Dynamics system are amazing machines.
yeah, they can flip
I
itself
get
over and stand back up.
Is I always wanted an iBoat. The Sony dog.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And the dancing robots are real, but the one where he's shooting the gun and these guys kicking him, that's all phony. That stage, you've done a video on it explaining it. But the dancing robots from Boston Dynamics, that's a real video.
Yeah,
but
it is. And do you ever see the one with
the he's guys trying to avoid getting shot?
Yeah.
That's staged. That's
Did you ever see the one that where they're actually walking it like a dog down the aisle and they're kicking the robot and it keeps righting itself? You can't knock it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI they have in those systems is amazing.
Nowadays, you can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not real. I mean, stuff is faked so well that even the people that design it have trouble seeing it.
Good night, Louise.
Good night,
Yeah, but,
Louise.
Good night.
But no, Boston Dynamics have done amazing things. You know, in the Boca Chica, like in Starbase, Starbase One for SpaceX in Texas, they have one of those dogs from Boston Dynamics, and what they do is they after the rocket lands, they send it out and it does chemical sniffing of the air to analyze if there's any propellant or anything still leaking from the craft before they allow people out there to do safety checks. So they actually have one of those larger dogs that they send out there all the time.
Well, I also remember a motorcycle that you couldn't knock over either.
Oh yeah, that's got a gyroscope. It's got a gyroscope in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Yeah, I miss not having a bike really bad. But you live in Las Vegas, somebody will hit you or run a stop sign or something and wipe you out so I can never ride again.
Well, we have no helmet law here in Illinois, and we know what we call those, right? Those
Dorners.
ride with no helmet. Organ donors.
Yeah, Dornermobiles.
Yep.
That's what they call them in hospitals. Dornermobiles in hospitals.
Die Hard, back when they made the movies Die Hard with Bruce Willis, there was a stuntman called Dar Robinson, one of the world's greatest stuntmen. And he was filming a movie without a helmet on a dirt bike doing about 15 miles an hour. He accidentally hit a rock, fell off, hit his head, bled to death before he got to the hospital, and got killed because he didn't have a helmet on. It was just a dumb little stunt. And this guy had jumped from airplane to airplane before without parachutes and done a lot of really crazy stuff, all the stunts for Die Hard. Then something so simple took him out. And I used to know a guy in construction I worked with. He was drunk. He was riding a bicycle. He fell off, hit his head on the curb, and it killed him. Carpenter.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine years ago. Sorry.
Indian Larry, he used to stand on his motorcycle, do that stunt, no helmet. If he wore his helmet, he would have probably survived it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's yeah, but and I know here in Michigan that's what they call motorbikes, Dornermobiles. Because the chances of someone not surviving or getting from those or getting so seriously injured that they won't survive after they get to hospital.
Right. I gotta go because I need to turn on my computer, set my out of office for the next 2 days. So, you guys have a good one.
Take care.
As always, guys.
Well,
we'll catch you
take
later.
Care. Yep. We're getting ready to wrap up here anyway. So, everyone, I think we're going to wrap it up, Jerry. We've been on for over 3 hours.
Awesome.
So,
take care, everybody. Have a great night. Liam, take over.
Yep. Okay. So it's been fun, guys. As always, it's been. Let me just go back to myself. So it's been fun. Remember, I'll be here next Wednesday night again, same time, 7 p.m. US Eastern. I will be doing a live unboxing Sunday morning, not Saturday. I'll be doing a live unboxing on Sunday morning of the Z1 laser from Comgrow. So I will be doing that Sunday morning at 11 a.m. US Eastern. So I'll see you then if you want to come in and watch the laser being built. And if not, I will see you this time next week or 7 p.m. US Eastern next week at the next Hangout. So I hope you had fun, as much fun as I did. Everyone's welcome to come in and join. Stephen Poole, we're going to hold you to joining us next week. You made a promise. I'm only kidding. But if you want to come in and join us, it's open for anybody to come in and talk and share and throw out ideas or ask questions and ask for help. We may not have all the answers, but we try to help everyone we can. So if not, I'll see you then. And thank you guys for hanging out with me for so long. And remember, stay safe and stay healthy and stay printing, guys. Take care. Have a good night.